Wow, look at this. Already
Look at
people
it.
look at all these nice people already. Bella is the best.
Morning, Corbin.
Yeah, that was easy. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, he's out with Mayhem.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, is that so? That's some inside cooking. Let's see if someone says you're the best. Well, does he know? Do you actually know him, or you just know him as an athlete?
No, I know him as a human.
Oh,
Yeah,
darn it. Okay, that doesn't
I
count.
know.
Maybe,
Dang.
that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
It's
Hey,
cheating when your friends are on.
are you in San Diego?
Heck yeah. I moved here on Christmas Eve.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry for making you get up this early, or I shouldn't say making you. Thank you so much for
No
getting
way.
up this early.
I was already up, so this is actually perfect.
You already got 2 workouts in.
I wish. No, that's gonna be later. That's later.
I don't have. Do you recall if you and I have ever met in person?
We haven't. You and I were shoulder to shoulder at the games this year on the floor, kind of in that media pit area during the award ceremony. And so you're all business, and I was just standing there trying not to cry because I was so excited for people.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
we'll
I don't
meet
even
another
remember
time.
being at the award ceremony. I usually try to cut out before the award ceremony. You
It
cried
was
at the
like the
award
very
ceremony, huh? Were you an athlete? Why is that emotional for you?
No, I just love it when people can succeed at with our goals.
Mm.
And that's it. I just get really excited for people, and then that's what makes me emotional is when other people achieve really great things. It makes me really happy. So it's always fun.
I noticed in that Stephanie Price interview, you liked the word um, give. Like, that's your
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
You're happy. Like I was like, wow, she wants to give there. She wants to give there. Like, that's your happy place. That's your thing. You believe in people and you want people to succeed.
Absolutely. And that's something that I try to do with everything that I do within CrossFit and within fitness and everything like that. If I can give someone something, not necessarily tangible, if it's a emotional, you know, attachment and emotional connection, if it's a cue, if it's anything that I can give to you that makes your life better, that's what I want.
And you're in the position to do that. Like, you're not just you don't view yourself as just a floor commentator. You're like, okay, I got the mic. I'm gonna blow people up.
I hope so.
I'm
I
gonna love
think
on people.
yeah, I think we're more than our jobs if we allow ourselves to be.
What's that mean? Tell me what that means.
More than our jobs?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's great. So I think we're more than our jobs. I think when people see maybe my Instagram, they see me and, "Oh, she's on the floor. Cool, that's great." But then when they meet me in person and we have a conversation or I know something about them or I just care on them and love on them just like someone else would, regardless of my job, and I show them a human experience, they're so much happier. And then I'm happier because I made other people happy, and it's way better that way. So if all you ever are is your job, you're not actually living life, you're just doing a job. And you're missing out on all the really freaking awesome things and all the awesome people along the way.
Yeah, it's interesting, like, I'm trying to relate to it in my life. The podcast, it's about asking questions and getting to know people, but also, um, it's the opposite of that. It's about being present and listening.
Yeah,
So that you're there for the person.
absolutely.
So that
I
you're
think I
there for
like
the
to talk,
person.
but I also wanna listen, you know?
How did you get that, gig? How do you
I
get a
love that.
gig? It looks scary as shit. Is it when I think of the people who do your job, just to make sure I understand your job right, there's
Mhm.
a guy who's a cop who has a big beard. I think of him. I forget who that is.
Larry.
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 I think of
Yeah.
Dylan. I
Yeah.
think of Kiki. I
Yep.
think of Travis Bagent.
Yep.
And actually Dave
Okay.
Casper did it at the, I wanna say the '08 games. He
Yeah.
sat in a chair and did it. He had a pretty unique style. His was kind of like his was the opposite of yours. It was bully the athletes. Which was
I
kinda
think you can
cool.
bully them a little. You
Yeah,
can
he
be kinda
bullied.
you can,
He would just be like,
but I
"You
can't
can't
do it
lift
anymore.
like that. Don't do that. Don't drop the bar again." I'm like, "Whoa, that's you're the fucking commentator. You're not the judge."
I've heard judges actually, they don't have an MC on their floor, and so the judges will kind of step in and they'll take the mic, but then they're just judging people on the mic.
Yeah,
And I joke around and I'm like, "No, I'm judging you as I'm on the microphone, but I'm not actually judging you."
right.
I always tell people that, "I'm judging you because
Yeah.
I know you can squat deeper than that, but I'm not actually the one that's giving you reps or not." But great
But wait,
question.
hold on before you tell the
Yeah.
story, the origin story.
Okay,
Have
yeah.
you ever done that? Ever been like, "Deeper,
What?
bitch?" Like,
Um,
have you ever
yeah.
like
So
and you
if it's
accidentally
someone I
came out?
know,
Yeah, you're like, oops.
so oh yeah, no. So if I'm on the mic and someone's doing something that's just outlandish or stupid, I'll call them out because I know they're listening, and
Right.
people have told me that they're listening,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of fun too because especially if I know them and I know they can do better or they can move better, or they're not going fast enough, I'll say something. And I think people they don't expect me to say something, but I will. And it also matters on the certain situations. I mean, some events you're going to be able to play a little bit more than others, but I definitely have called some people out on the microphone.
Meme for time. Bella.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Bella is awesome. Does anyone say your name
Thanks,
with like an
guys.
Italian accent? Like all
Sure. Yeah.
Bella.
There's that. There's Bea when I go
Mm,
to, Spain and things like that. You can call me whatever you want. Doesn't
two
matter.
L's. Yay.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yay. Whatever you
Um,
want.
okay. So how tell me about your first gig. Let me guess. I'm
My
gonna
first
guess it
gig.
was on
Yeah.
accident. I'm gonna guess you were
Yeah.
somewhere and someone's like, "Hey, can you do this?"
Kind of. So there was an MC, his name's James, who used to do a lot of events. And we met in Austin and he said, "Hey, I think you'd be really good at this." And
Is he hitting on you? Is that his way of hitting? He just wants to
no,
spend time with
no,
you?
he's just being serious.
Okay.
And he was on his way out of the space. He was kind of trying to retire from doing events and move into a different career path. So he meets me and he's like, "Dude, you should do this." And in my mind,
Why
I
would he
can
say
talk to
that
a
about you? Why would he say that about you? How does he know you?
He met me through coaching and just general just presence.
And
And
what
so
were
I
you
think
doing at the
there's some
event? You were a fan?
no, I was actually at the gym. So I wasn't even at an event. So
Mm,
you're 50% right in thinking
okay.
I kind of accidentally stepped into it. So he came up to me, said I'd be good at it. I said, probably not. I don't really enjoy speaking in front of crowds. That sounds actually like a nightmare. And then he convinced me to do it. I did the High Rocks US World Championships as my first event in Chicago. And I didn't know enough about High Rocks at the time to really fully understand what was happening. And that's definitely, a learning opportunity for me. But so I'm there and I ate it up. It was so much fun. I was having fun. I was being silly. I was just on the mic. And for High Rocks, it's a bit different because there's scheduled waves and it's a little bit less of what's out on the floor, who's doing what, why is this cool, things like that. There's way less storytelling to be done, but I still loved it. And then I worked TFX, and then I met Anthony Tom, who connected me with
TFX? What's
Dylan,
that? What's that?
the fittest experience.
Oh,
It
okay.
was in
Oh, that's the
Texas.
thing that just happened in the
It's
UK?
happening. It's happening. No, that's Fit Fest.
Oh,
This one's like a community event in like an hour north of Austin,
okay. Boston?
in Austin,
Austin,
Texas.
Austin, Austin. Okay.
Yeah. So I did
Okay.
that one. And then I met Anthony
Tell me
Tom,
the year
who
on
could
this. What year is this?
this 2021 at this point. So
Okay.
2021. Yeah. And then I met Dylan, and Dylan and I FaceTimed, and we were in the same outfit. We were both wearing green Noble, and we got on so well. It was a great conversation. He's
He's
like, "Yeah, come
dope.
on."
He's a
Yeah,
really dope dude. He's great. Yeah.
he's awesome, and
Yep.
I get to work with him a couple times in the year, and I it's always the events that I'm looking forward to the most because I get to work with Dylan, and
He's
we have so
warm.
much fun.
He's
Yeah,
warm. He's a warm human.
yeah,
You're a warm human.
I think so. I like hugs,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, he's very warm.
Story on Dylan, you'll love this. So when we're in Fort Wayne for Masters Fitness Collective, there's a group of us and we're just very silly and we get on really well. And so this year we decided it was just going to be prank Dylan weekend because why not?
Why not?
And so we're at this Mexican restaurant and I go to the back telling it, I'm going to go to the bathroom, no big deal. I go to the bathroom, I find our waiter and I said, "Hey, it's not his birthday. I don't want to pretend it's his birthday, really. I just want to embarrass him. Can we do something about this?" Sure, sure, no big deal. Comes back
Hey,
with a cup
that's
of rice.
hostile. That's not even pranking. That's like, "Hey, I
It
don't
was
know
great.
what I wanna do. I just wanna fuck
I
this
don't
dude
know.
up.
That's exactly it.
Smash a
It's not his
cake on it. I
birthday,
don't really give a
but I
fuck."
just want to have fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
And so he comes back with a cup of rice. And he's like, "Yeah, guys, there's fireworks going on outside today, but there's fireworks in here too." And he sets down the cup of rice, puts a candle in it, and then the entire restaurant starts singing. So we didn't even really start it. The whole restaurant starts singing. And It was all out of kind of a comedy show. It was so funny because he didn't expect it to happen, and
I'm
we can't take
embarrassed
each
for
other
Dylan right
seriously.
now. I'm embarrassed
I
for
know,
Dylan right now.
I'll have to find the video because I took a video of it because it was so good. But that's just, I mean, that's Dylan. He's one of those people, he's gonna take it, but it truly is one of my favorite memories with him now. I
I'm a really
have to
nice
one up
guy.
myself next year.
I'm a really nice guy, so people abuse me. What a life.
Yeah, but he's a champ. He's a good champ about it. And I know if he had the opportunity, he would prank me back, so it'd be fine.
Marco Calderon
Oh,
is a Bella single.
yes, I
Yeah,
am. Thank you,
single.
Marco.
And single just means that you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm just me right now. I got a dog, but just me.
You do have a job?
A dog.
Oh, a dog, but you don't have a
A
job.
dog. Not really. I mean, I have a job, but it's not what everybody else has. It's not a 9 to 5.
Yeah, like people in this space don't really have jobs. Well, the
Not
ones
really.
who are I don't want to say successful, but the ones who are doing it.
Yeah. I think if you want to be successful in CrossFit, you have to really double down and commit to doing that. And
Mhm.
you have to also understand that other people aren't totally going to get what you're going to do, but you also have to have your own back more than you would in a 9 to 5. Because if it is your life and it is your livelihood, you have to be confident enough to say, this is what I'm worth. If that doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. There are certain things that I can budge on, certain things I
Oh,
can't because
okay.
yeah.
But in the Stephanie Price interview, um,
Mhm.
you said, "Hey, if someone wants me, I'll make sure it gets done, regardless of
Yeah.
price."
Right. So that's what I mean. There's a difference though, because there's doing an event that's a local event for less than my day rate, but they're still paying for hotel, still paying for travel.
Oh,
I'm
right,
still
right.
making money on it, and I'm not losing out, and
You're
I'm
not
still at the event.
right. Okay, right.
I can still afford to eat, which is important.
It's interesting. It, everyone I know, including the athletes, who I think is successful in the space, did it for free.
In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they God, free's not even the right word. I'm just trying to think of how to phrase this. I
I would
here's
say
the
like pick opportunities, I guess,
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people fail because because they think that they know what they're worth, or because they're not getting what they're worth,
Yeah.
and so they draw a line in the sand and they fuck themselves.
Right. But they don't know truly the ins and outs of what's actually fair. You know what I mean? Because if you just decide in other sports, they're making this much money, so I'm going to make this much, you're missing the point. CrossFit's not like other sports. These events don't have that kind of money to be thrown around.
And then also, like, there's opportunity. So let me give you an example. If Rich Froning said to me, "Hey, can you come on my podcast every the first Tuesday of every month?"
Mhm.
I would do that. And I would
Yeah.
do that because I knew I would know that I could use that. I could leverage my relationship with Rich to make my life richer in other areas,
Yeah.
financially, right? I would start picking up
Absolutely.
listeners for my own podcast. But I feel like there's some people who fuck that up.
Absolutely.
Like, they're like, well, like they haven't figured that out. That, hey, these I'm in a relationship with this group of guys, and all we do is leverage each other.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
all
Cool.
like, so for example, uh, uh, Pedro, the guy who does the Coffee Pods and Wads podcast.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
and he's got that game show.
I was on the game show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was robbed. I'm going to say this publicly. I was robbed.
Truthfully, you were?
Truthfully, I was robbed. Andrew Hiller would confirm with me. He also agrees that I was
Oh,
robbed.
he was on the show.
No, he was listening and he told me we were chatting about it and I was kind of talking shit. And I was like, I'm going to win because
Yeah.
these are three things that I can talk about really well. But my downfall was that I talked too much. I talked too well. And then I
Did he
got a
turn the
point
mic
taken
off
off.
on you? Did
Yeah. And then
That's the
I
best part of
lost
the
the
show.
point. No, I
That's the
lost the point. It was tough. I was robbed and I
Who
wanted to
was
go
on
on
with
with him
you?
and Chase. It was myself, Lucy, and John Singleton.
Hey, that
So an
that show
athlete
was
and John.
yeah, that show was, surprisingly better than I thought.
I think so too. I think when you gamify it a little bit and you have people that actually are passionate about the topics at hand, but that'll also argue and kind of they'll change directions. if you pick the right personalities, it's awesome.
Totally off subject, but I don't think people appreciate there that last show he did where he had Taylor Self
Mhm.
and Ariel Lowen and Brent Fikowski on. That was like some Barnum and Bailey shit. I can't believe he got those 3 people on a show together.
Why?
You won't ever see those 3 people anywhere together unless maybe it was, like, in passing somewhere at the games. I just thought it was brilliant,
Yeah,
this brilliant cast of characters. A more real logical guy like Brent, and then this cantankerous fucking wild card Taylor, and then this, world-class, kind of anomaly athlete and,
yeah.
mom lady thing in the
Mom lady thing,
superhuman
yeah.
that is Ariel Lowen, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just like I'm just
yeah,
like, "Holy fuck, dude." Like, I feel like this is like a breaking moment in CrossFit. I just loved it. I just
yeah.
love what Pedro's doing over there.
I totally agree. I think it's one of those things, people don't realize how incredible some of the personalities and the people that are in our space are, and then you put them all in a room together, and I don't even wanna be in that conversation, I just wanna watch the conversation,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
so awesome. Yeah, so it's one of my I think that's one of my favorite segments right now. It's a good one.
So since you didn't win, you don't get to go on?
Oh,
Did he say did you ever would you think you'll ever be back on that show again?
I hope so. I'll tell him, "I'll come back on, I'll talk about anything, and I promise I will hold myself to the time. I promise."
He no, no, you should get points for talking over. Hey, I want to look at Bella, Bella, Bella. Look at
Hi, Fondal. Thank you.
um oh, fondle. I never got that before until you just said that.
It's
I
funny.
thought it was just Don Fall's name backwards, but it's Fondle. Oh,
I
wow.
think it's funny if you say that's good. That's good. That's a good way to start your morning.
Wow,
It's a
fondle.
funny joke.
Yeah,
It's
that
good.
is good. Um, that if I went on that show,
Yeah.
I would make sure I would to pump myself up that someone on that show when they were done did not like me.
I think I had to hold my tongue. I think
Okay.
it's one of those things I
I would
have
wanna burn a relationship, Bella, there. I would. I would go there and be like,
you
"Alright, I'm
really?
burning a relationship here." Just I would
I
just
was
go
worried that I was worried that I was gonna do that with Lucy though, because
yeah,
there
burn
was
it,
there was one
burn it.
time we didn't agree and I was like, I wanna go off right now, but I wanna be your friend, so I'm gonna hold
Yeah.
back. Dang it. I shouldn't
You're
have.
from some fucking island where everyone's inbred. How about you just take a big ol' shut the fuck up? Hey,
That was the mic drop, and then I would be completely kicked out. Like I would be kicked out of the podcast.
how about, the next show? Did you see the next show she was on?
Which one?
She was on again after you, and I saw
Well,
her
she was in
there,
the
and
finals.
she murders. She
Yeah,
murders. I'm like, "Who is this chick?"
I know. Well, I think she came on late to ours, so I think she wasn't just like she wasn't ready to go when it
Oh,
was us and John, and then she got moved on, but she had to hold her own. I mean, she was with Hiller and Chase. She had to.
yeah.
Yeah, she had to do that for
And
the
did you
sake
think
of women.
I heard Hiller didn't deserve to win that show. I heard that was home cooking.
That's not fair.
Okay, alright.
I think Hiller could argue with anybody and he'd probably win. And if we were on opposite sides of an argument, by the end, I think he could probably convince me that I'm on the wrong side of the argument. And I was like, "Can I come to your side?" I think that's how, like, I think truly that's how he is. He's so good at kind of just the I don't know, discourse, disagreeing, but also agreeing and making it educational. He can convince me that I'm wrong, and I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I'll come over there. Sure."
I went from not thinking a single person was on steroids to he convinced me I'm on steroids, that that everyone's on
Okay.
steroids. In
Right?
in less than a year, I'm like, "What the
Right?
fuck is going on
I walk
here?"
into gyms now and I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah,
There's
juiced.
no way. Are you on creatine? Really? What else?"
But also, that being said, I don't judge them for it. I'm not, like, angry at
No,
them either. Yeah,
no
yeah.
way.
I'm not mad.
No
I
way.
ain't mad at you.
No, they look good too. Might as well.
Yeah, those drugs are really working.
They really do.
Shane Boyer.
Hello, Shane.
Do you know who that is?
I don't.
Oh, that's cool that he gave $1.
Nice.
Andrew Hiller, I'm a lawyer's worst nightmare. There you go.
I agree. But also, you'd make a great lawyer, but maybe in like the Suits way, Harvey Specter way, where you just, mess things up and then everyone's down with it and they're cool with it. And then you win the case and win the money anyway.
You're at
Make
High
it cool.
Rocks, they give you the mic,
Yes. Yes.
Crazy butterflies. You're panicking.
Not really. I joke around and say that when I get a mic, I black out. I let
Uh-huh.
my alter ego take over and she just does what she's gonna do, and then at the end of the day, I'm good. I'm back. Who
Did
knows
you
what happened?
did you know that was gonna happen?
Not really. I did when I was in college, I did a lot of presentations, and so when I was doing those, I had to be very focused and on, and so I assumed that that's kind of the mentality that I would take to it where, "Okay, I've got everything I wanna say, I'm gonna say it, I've got my timings," and things like that, and then I realized it's a lot more just playing with humans and just having cool, fun conversations and making it a really fun experience, and far less, at least Hyrox was far less about any sort of information and data. So it worked out really well.
God, I'd be terrified. Do you think you find yourself out there? How many shows have you done?
Oh my gosh, so many. I did 28 last year, and then I think
Wow.
yeah, and that was a blend of different countries, of local, of, small box gyms. It was so many.
Do you think you
I
get to know
think
yourself better out there, or do you think you lose yourself
yeah.
out there? You do think you get to know
No, I
yourself
think
better.
I think I get to know myself better. I think even then, I get to know other people better. You learn a lot about people from watching them compete and do fitness and how they respond to things. So you might have a friend that say you work out with them and then you see them compete and they're yelling at the judge. They, mishandle workouts. They're not having fun. You're looking at them, what are you doing, bro? That's not you, but it is them. That's how they handle stress. That's how they handle pressure. And so it's really fun to kind of watch people show their true selves out there because for the most part, if it's not the games, put on a performance, they're just competing. They're doing fitness for time. So it's fun to watch people be themselves.
Are you putting on a performance?
Um, I don't know if it's a performance. I think I just am myself. And I think in a weird way, people like watching me be myself. I don't like the way that came out loud, but that's definitely, I think people enjoy watching other people have fun, and I have fun
Yeah. Oh,
doing it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, people do like that. It's like someone, even if they're not a good dancer, if you see them dancing and they're having fun, it's fun watching
yeah,
them. Yeah.
I'm a terrible dancer, and I will probably dance if ABBA comes on. I'll probably will dance,
And people enjoy
and
watching you dance.
I'm sure, yeah. Or they'll laugh at me, and I don't care if you laugh at me. I'm probably laughing at myself too.
You ever catch yourself out there and you're talking and you're like, "Oh my god, I didn't even notice my energy dropped so low." And
Yes,
then, like,
sometimes.
you're kinda, like, faking it to try to get it back up?
Sometimes I think when there's events that are 30 minutes long,
Mhm, mm.
it's one of those ones where you have to kind of, okay, I gotta really check back in. And I might have frozen. Let me know if I froze.
You did freeze.
Oh no.
I was trying to think if it was, bugging me or not. I can't tell. I
Let me
think it
see.
does.
Let me stop my camera.
And your voice kinda went out a little bit too. Frozen like Elsa. God, that's the best you got, David? Good morning, everyone. Matt Burns, Juiced Games. Marissa Hinojosa. She's in San Diego, 400 miles south of me. Maybe I'll just respond to some text messages until she comes back. Yes. I am. One of my friends texted me. Yes, I am podcasting. Oh, there she is. She's back. Thumbs up. Hold on, let me see. Where's my arrow? There's my arrow.
There we go. We should be
Mas
back now.
bueno. Mas bueno.
Yay.
28's a lot. That means you're never even
Yeah.
really that means you're never even really home.
Not really. Last year was a big year, and that's kind of why I moved out to San Diego anyway.
Because a better airport, better.
Better airport. I would say I'm closer to Australia and New Zealand, and that's a long flight.
Uh-huh.
And when you have to go do that, and then you actually have to go skip over to other countries or, things like that, it's just gonna make more sense for me to be West Coast right now.
Mm.
So I'm ready. I'm full for it. I
How many
love it.
times a year do you go to Australia?
It'll be at least twice and then at least twice to New Zealand. So,
Wow.
mhm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cave Dastro, Sebi, the haircut looks great. You look kind of like a young man again, and of course, Bella looking as beautiful as ever.
Thank you.
Chris
Thank you. I also
Beesterfield.
like the haircut. I do
Oh,
like the
thank you.
haircut as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Gabe is such a suck up. Oh, come on, Chris.
He's not, but he's not a suck up. But
He's
he really
not.
is not.
Chris, I dare you to say something nice about someone.
Yeah, yeah. He is. He's not a suck up. He can even be a bully down there in the comments. Sebi, you look very corporate. Jesus Christ. It's because I just made $1 million off the behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's gotta be sick. What do you spend
Fucking
your first million on? What are you gonna do?
filthy. No, it's like my 50th million.
Yeah, but this
How
first
dare
million,
you?
what are
How
you gonna
dare you,
spend it
Bella?
on?
Drugs and alcohol.
Love it. Good for you.
No. Hey, you know what? I spend almost all of my money on just the most domestic shit, like
Okay.
fixing my car, paying for kids' lessons, clothes for my kids,
Yeah,
the heating bill this month is going to be $500. You know what I mean? Just that's all.
I
It's all
know.
that. It's
Yeah.
just a constant flow of money in, money out. Just
Mm,
yeah. I know no hookers and blow, but fair question.
question. I mean, yeah. You gotta
Um,
treat yourself every once in a while, right?
yes, you are you have the microphone in your hand and then you're in front of
Mhm,
all these people, right?
mhm.
And
Yeah.
then so there's people who like it's a place of authoritarian and like stature. Do a lot of boys approach you? Is it very appealing? Like you're like a rhino. I think of you as kind of like the last white rhino out there. And there's like,
Mhm.
if there's 1,000 people in the stands, there's 100 young men out there who are like, okay, I really like they've kind of lost themselves in you. No stress.
I think it okay, so I think that's funny because in person, in the
Mhm.
wild, we can say, in the
Yeah,
wild, people don't approach me
yeah,
at all. So
yeah.
people don't approach me. And they're very nice, they're very respectful, fist bumps here. If I know them, give me hugs. It's great. And then it's not until after the event ends.
The DMs pour in.
Yep.
Oh, that's really cool. Well,
Mhm.
or not cool. Do
I don't know.
Hi, I'm a man from the 1950s. I would like to say hi to you and give you my phone number on this sheet of paper right here.
I mean, here's
Not
okay,
slip
so
into your DMs. You did a really good job
right,
this weekend.
right. It's like, thanks, man. You did too. Good job. Pow pow. I think it's funny because I don't see myself as unapproachable, but when I'm doing my job, I think I am almost unapproachable to the point where someone would want to hit on me, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I went to this restaurant and the waitress was beautiful, but then and even my son's like, "Oh, the waitress is really pretty," and I'm like, "Yeah," and then but I was thinking I was like, if I saw her out in the world, like there's something about her being the waitress that like she's the one bringing the food, she's the one
Right.
talking, she's the one standing over you. But I just
Yeah.
must think that you're up there and doing
Maybe.
all yeah, you're doing all this talking and you have command over the whole audience and everyone has to listen to you. There's something that's like that you're the right like people not that you don't have other redeeming qualities, but you're what's that called? You would be an achievement for someone.
Yeah. In like a funny
Right.
way. Yeah.
Right, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
someone sees an actor, like some guy who
Yeah.
not even you know what I mean? Like, "Okay, I got her." Like, people like
Yeah.
this, yeah. Yeah, alpha
Like,
lioness,
haha.
yeah, and then there's some dudes out there, yeah. You ever date
Yeah.
anyone from the DMs?
No.
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 No
You
dating.
can't.
No
You can't
dating.
really, because
No.
here, if you can't approach me in person and try
Yeah,
to make the conversation,
yeah,
the DM's probably just not really it's not gonna land as well as you think it will.
yeah. I'd be scared. How old are you?
27.
Yeah, you're in kind of a different era than me. I don't know how people do dating apps. I'd be afraid to meet a stranger.
I think when you meet so many strangers, nobody's a stranger,
Oh.
but you don't go alone, and then I
Oh.
recently got a taser. So
Did you really get a taser?
yeah, I did. It's awesome.
Where'd you get that?
Online.
You went to a website and got a
It's sick.
taser.
Yeah, you can get them on Amazon.
Is it within grasp of you right now?
No, it's in my car because I gotta go downtown today.
Hey, is that a sign of the times?
Maybe.
Who
I
told
don't
you to get
know.
it? Did your dad tell you to get it?
No, so I had one when I lived in Austin,
Uh-huh.
and then I had one with pepper spray, which is sick, and then when I just moved to San Diego, and the gym owner that I'm coaching at, he was like, "You're gonna need a taser just in case, you never know." I'm like, "Nobody's gonna bother me." thinking, no one's gonna bother me. I have a dog. Like my dog gives me scary dog privileges because
Huh.
he's 80 pounds, half Rottie. So I
Oh,
never, I don't normally feel afraid. He's like, no, you need a taser. This thing is sick. And it tells you how many seconds, if you hold it onto someone's side,
yeah,
will either make them just like go dizzy,
yeah.
will lose all muscle control, spasms. It tells you how much
Impotent,
time.
neutered. There
Yeah.
should be just a setting on there. Impotent.
If you hold it for 5 seconds,
Yeah.
it's not good. So don't mess with me, but I have a taser. It's really cool.
Christine Young, I've sent my daughter 2 tasers because I'm paranoid. Mom and daughter lives
Yeah.
down south. Why taser over pepper spray?
Taser will stun someone, and pepper spray is less scary, I think. And also aiming with pepper spray. I've accidentally pepper sprayed myself.
Wow, wow, wow,
So I think aiming with
wow.
pepper spray is a bit more challenging than just tasing someone,
How did
especially
you
if
act?
someone's coming towards you.
How did you accidentally spray yourself? This is good.
Okay.
Was it an important situation? Okay, well here, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna lose all intelligence points here. So in my mind, if you're gonna pepper spray someone, and also this
Oh,
could be
sorry,
said.
sorry, sorry, sorry. Hold on, sorry.
Go ahead.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, this is Shella from UPS Package Investigation Department. I
Hi.
would like to speak with Lucivan Matashan.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, this is me. Hi.
Mhm. So, before we proceed, sir, may I just have your permission to record this call
Yeah.
for quality and training purposes?
Yeah, I'm recording too. I'm live on my podcast. Thank you for calling. Is
Yes,
this about the claim I put in this morning about my camera that didn't show up?
yes, yes, sir. So, I just need to confirm if you haven't still received the package up until now.
Yeah, I just put the claim in like an hour ago at 7:30 in the morning.
Mhm.
I looked around in
Okay,
the
sir.
bushes and in my mail room and I've looked everywhere.
Mhm. And yeah, and I really do apologize regarding the one, sir. So, since you confirmed that you haven't received the package up until now, so we will gonna go ahead and continue this investigation to forward this to our facility because they're gonna conduct a driver follow up to the driver who last handed your package. Okay.
Okay, I didn't really understand that, but I have full faith in the process. I love UPS. I like your little outfits and the trucks. I love
Mhm.
all that shit.
Okay, so we will gonna do our best to locate this package. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So just stay connected with the sender of this package and just keep your lines open. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.
I can't use my phone. I have to keep my line open all the time. No,
Yes, sir.
don't accept phone calls
I know.
except from
Yes,
UPS.
because mhm.
Okay, all right. I'll keep the line wide open today. Thank you for telling me that. That's important.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
I love you too. Yeah. Dang.
Keep the line open. The fuck do you
Keep the
mean?
line open.
Keep the
Okay. Well,
fucking line open. Are you even listening to what the fuck you're saying?
no, probably not. I mean,
Oh,
she probably thinks she's probably calling on like a landline.
you think she
Hello.
thinks?
Hello.
Do you think that was from this country? That?
No.
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 Okay.
No shot. No shot.
How disrespectful,
Um,
Stevie. Well, how do you know it's disrespectful?
no,
Okay.
it's not disrespectful. You have to live your life. You
Okay.
know?
Good. Good. Thank
It's
you.
camera. I got
Thank you.
you. I fully support it.
Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
The
And you
story
got to
that
enjoy it. It wasn't like I put you on hold.
yeah,
You got to hang. You were part of it. I didn't
yeah.
exclude you.
I love
Inclu-
that I'm in your life now. I love this for
inclusive.
us.
Thank
You
you.
know?
Good. Me too.
Yeah.
It's intimate. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're about to tell us a really intimate story.
Yeah, not great. Okay, so I have this weird thing about me that if I'm gonna do something to someone else, I wanna know how it feels. So if I'm gonna pepper spray someone, I
Wow.
wanna
Hold
know
on.
it
Let's let that
works.
sit in for a second. If I'm
I
going to
know. It's
do.
one of those things I shouldn't say. I know. I know.
Let me
I
tell you,
know.
there's stuff I do to people that I do not want to do to myself. I definitely
It's
do
like
not
I
do to
also
myself.
everybody knows that I wanna be punched in the face, but I've never punched someone in the face,
Right.
but I want to. I wanna
Right.
have this, like, exchange.
Right. Right.
So right, it's not weird, but it definitely
Okay.
sounds concerning.
Yeah.
So, I had my kitchen trash can, and
Wait,
I was like,
stand
"Well."
by, stand by.
Okay,
Homegirl is crazy.
thanks, bro. Yeah, I know. No one said I was normal.
Welcome home, Bella. Okay, go ahead.
So, I open up the trash can, I get the pepper spray, and I'm just spraying it in the trash can,
Okay.
thinking that
Is
I'll
it
just be able to.
aerosol or is it pump? Like, do you push it and
It's
it's like,
aerosol, and it
oh, that's
just
scary.
sprays.
Oh, that's scary.
And so I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, it'll just go in the trash can. I can smell it, maybe, like, touch it and, like, just see what it is."
Yeah.
No, I was completely wrong, and it just comes back at me, in my eyes. My eyes are leaking. My nose is leaking. It's just a mess. It's not
Was this outside or in your house?
at my own home.
Oh, you really shit
I
the
was in
bed.
my own house.
Hey, did
I
you touch
know.
your privates at all or anything on accident?
No, I can't say that I did. I immediately washed my hands. Yeah.
Have you ever had that happen where like you were cutting habaneros or something and you touched your privates and shit
No,
got
but I've heard that happen to people.
dude, it's happened to me a dozen times in my life. I don't know why. I think it's because dudes are
Yeah.
always adjusting their shit, but what a
Probably.
fucking
Probably.
mess.
Yeah.
What a fucking bad
I know,
next
tough.
hour that is. Well,
Tough.
that's
I'm so
good.
sorry.
That could fuck your house up. I wonder how long was your house fucked up? Did that trash can have
It
to be
was
thrown away?
I tied the trash bag and then just threw it away.
You got to
But
actually
my
keep the can?
apartments have always had doors. Yeah, I kept the can. It was fine.
Oh, all right. I do not do that for fun. I do not just throw a habanero. One time I stole a habanero, Bella, from
Okay.
it's this guy.
Okay.
I don't know if I know you wanted to tell you this story, but a
We
guy
just
was
exchanged.
at my house.
Okay.
A guy came over to my house. I was actually living in a motorhome, and I had this girl in
Cool.
there. And one of my friends came over, and he started saying stuff that like, and I wasn't with this girl, but I wanted to be. And he started saying stuff that was cock blocking. Are you from? Do they have that term still? Cock blocking?
Yeah,
You know
not
that
that's
term?
not fair. You don't like
No.
that. Yeah, not fair.
So a few days later, I went to a party, and he was there. And then I
Okay.
went to Rayleigh's or Ralph's or something to get more alcohol, and they had this big pile of habaneros. And
Okay.
I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna take one of these habaneros, and when he's not looking, I'm gonna, like, do something to his shit and fuck his whole
Okay.
shit up."
Okay.
I
Yeah.
took the habanero and I stole it from Rayleigh's and I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Like, I forgot it was there.
I was gonna say, did you forget that I was in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck
Mm.
my shit all up. Karma.
How long was it in there?
Not
That's what I
long,
mean.
not even long,
That
like an
long?
hour.
Okay.
I still took it
Cool.
out and I still, like,
Mhm.
I fucked his shit up.
Yeah.
He was drinking wine. I smeared it all over his wine glass, and then I took one of those
Mhm.
garlic presses and I pressed it into his wine, and then I just sat there and watched, and he's like and he was just getting all and I never said anything to him.
You know what you need now? I
Yeah.
think a step up from there would be itching powder. You
Is
know
that
when
a
you get a
real
haircut?
thing? That's like from the
Yeah,
Brady Bunch days. Okay.
that's a thing. You know how you just got a haircut, and I'm sure when they cut it, your neck was all itchy?
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine doing that to someone, and they can't say that you did it, because who has itching powder?
Okay.
It's so random.
I wish Caleb was here. He could look up itching powder.
So good.
Dildo, I wonder what the hottest pepper someone has ever shoved in their ass. Beaver's not here. But question for another show. Save
If
that.
someone else wants to Google that, so it's not on my Google, just let me know. Just
Right.
let us know. Yeah, just let us know.
You want to fucking up your algorithm. Hey, what is the sense in having a dog if you're gonna do 28? Do you hate yourself? You do 28. No. Okay, good. That's good.
Yeah,
You do 28 events a year. Having a dog is a logistic nightmare.
Yes. So I got my dog. Funny story.
You moved, so you lost all your dog resources.
Oh my gosh, yes. I have a new dog sitter now. Name's Denise. I'm pumped. She'll come over next week.
Oh, you pay for it. You pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's someone's business. It's giving things. It's someone's business, you know?
Okay.
So, okay. So I got Gunner. It's awesome. I was in college and it was Valentine's Day. And I'm like, dang, I'm sad and lonely. So I'm, for whatever reason, scrolling on Facebook. And then I
DM
see
Bella, by the way, there's another sign. I'm sad and lonely.
This was years ago. I'm not sad.
Bella Martin.
I'm not sad. So I see this and I'm just scrolling. And then I have the TV on. The news comes on. Someone found puppies in a trash can.
Mm.
And what girl is going to say no to puppies? Nobody.
Trash can
and
puppies.
So, yeah, trash can puppies. And so I immediately go to the link that they had. I apply for the dog. And then within a couple hours, I picked him up. So I've had him since 2017.
I don't see him on your Instagram. I don't see him on your Instagram.
I don't put my dog on my Instagram.
Too personal.
Only because, no, it's only because I don't bring him to the gym. And most of the things I do are at the gym. and I don't take photos in my home because I don't want people to know what my home is.
Oh.
Like, if you come to my home, welcome to my home, but I don't want, pictures of my house on the internet. But, yeah, he's on my story all the time, so next, I'll put one up there today, and I'll just tag you and say, "This is my dog."
Now that
So, I've had him for a long time. Oh,
but
gosh.
it's a lot of work. It causes problems.
It does, or it used to. So this past year, what I actually got to do, I didn't send him, I drove to South Dakota where my dad lives.
Mm.
And my dad watched my dog for the second half of the year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he's your
And
dad's
so,
dog now.
well, my dad wishes. He's like, you could just leave him here. I'm not going to leave my dog. And so it was actually great though, because I don't get to often see my family. And so I actually got to spend time with my dad and he watched my dog. So it was awesome.
What year did you say you got him in college? What year was that?
2017, when he was born.
Did you have other friends get dogs in college?
I had a bunch of friends get dogs in college. Most of them were frat dogs. And so there was 30, 40 guys watching these dogs, which is funny. And then I think now all of my friends have gotten to the point where now they're getting dogs.
Mm.
And so my dog, he's 7, and so it's nice he's totally fine on his own. And he loves puppies, so he gets to play with all the puppies.
I made a list of like the 147 or 247 people, whatever it was, of people I
Mhm.
knew in college.
Oh boy.
I was undergrad for 9 years. Who at UC Santa Barbara. Highly recommend everyone take the 9-year challenge there. And
I was
not
there
a
for 7.
not a single person except for me kept their dog till it died. Every single person, their dog was either
What?
killed, ran over, given away, they lost it, they gave it up, they took it. Not one fucking college kid. Do you have any of your cohort who kept their dog when you think about it?
Yeah,
You do?
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
All right.
I would give them shit if they gave the dogs up, especially because, you get Rottweilers and you get these dogs that need better homes. If you give up a dog after it's been in a shelter, you deserve habanero to the other things.
Right. Hole to hole.
Yeah.
That's a big swipe of habanero. So you're saying that if you get a dog from a shelter, that you shouldn't return it back to the shelter. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked up. And I'll say that. Yeah.
Who's this guy right here?
Let's see. Find out. That's Joe. He's my brother. Okay, so not really my brother.
Right.
So Joe is one of the MCs out in Spain. And we met at Wadapalooza.
That guy's a
years ago.
foreigner? That's a foreigner?
Dude, yeah. He's a
Crazy.
mutt. I think he was born in Australia, moved to Spain. And so he's a blend of everything. And I get to work with Joe all the time, which is really fun. I'll see him in Miami.
Oh, and there's Dylan.
Awesome.
There's Dylan.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of dudes in here.
You don't think
Like,
so?
No.
There's Rookie.
But so I thought
There's
maybe that
dudes.
was a romantic interest, like you were signaling him maybe.
No, I do love his wife, though. I do love
he has
his
a wife.
Wow,
Okay.
she's great. Yeah. She's great.
I think you're going to marry a foreigner.
You think I'm going to marry a foreigner?
Yeah, and then you're going to
Okay.
go to a foreign land. What do you think? Would you do that?
Are you trying to kick me out of the country?
No, I'm just saying, like, could you be doing an event in Italy, meet a guy there, or Spain, or wherever, Iceland, wherever you go, and then and then you start a relationship and you move, and you change your whole life, and you're not an American anymore.
If they're from Australia.
Oh.
I think Australia, I would live there. That place is cool. I'm like half in Australia now.
Do you like their culture there? You like the men there?
Yeah.
They're cool. They're cool dudes.
I just like everything about it. They're just good people. And I think if you think of all the Australians that you know, they have such a joy about them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's awesome.
Do not engage in foreplay after eating hot wings.
Is that coming from experience, Fergie? Okay.
Jeez Louise.
Okay.
This company is like a giant PSA. Were you in a sorority?
I was not. No.
But then what? But you knew frat guys.
Yeah, all my studies were sports and things, and so most of the time it's just you meet a lot of men that way, and that's totally fine. I also thought I was going to work in professional sports, So I was always of the mindset of if you can't get along with men and have them be your friends, there's probably something wrong with you because guys and girls can be friends. So
You don't know guys so well. You didn't learn
you don't think
about.
so?
Nah,
You don't
you
think so?
can be. You can be.
Yeah,
You can be. I was friends with my wife for 5 years before like we did
that's
any
beautiful.
hanky panky. Yeah. But that wasn't my choice.
Oh, good on her. She made you work for it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What's the longest relationship you've had?
Mm, not long. I think after a year, I typically decide, okay, I probably need to try something new because this isn't going to go the way that I want it to go.
Mm.
So that's okay.
Meaning like you start thinking to yourself, "Hey, I don't see a future with this person."
Yeah.
But what if you're having fun now? It still doesn't matter?
Still, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Oh, I got a bad story for you.
Oh no. Is it gonna make me sad for you?
No, not for me. I'm a
Okay.
take what I was always a take what I can get guy. Uh,
Okay.
I didn't have any, I wasn't like you at all. I can't visualize. I didn't look into the future. I was like, "Ooh," I was like a caveman. "Oh, look,
Oh
girl."
no.
No, it was great. Dumb is fun. It,
Oh.
I had a friend, a very handsome, man, and
Okay.
he dated a lot of really cool, nice girls. Like, he attracted really cool chicks, but
Okay.
they wouldn't last, and I would always ask, "Hey, dude, what's up?" He's like, "I just can't see myself marrying her." I'm like, "Can't see yourself marrying her? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here?" But
Yeah.
then I think he eventually did get married, but okay, let me go back, because I don't
Okay.
I'm not comfortable telling this story. Let me go back. I could dug
Okay. That's
myself a hole.
okay. That's
Why
okay.
not just have the relationship with him until it goes sideways?
I don't like wasting people's time.
Why not wait till, like, you hit him or he hits you or
Okay.
or something, you know what I mean? Like, why
Um,
break up with anyone? Why not just
I don't like wasting people's time, and I
mhm.
don't have a ton of time to give to people, if that makes sense, you know? And so when I'm home, especially when I travel, if I'm gonna give someone my time, I want it to be worth it for everybody and to be worth it for them, be worth it for me. And if I start to feel that, okay, yeah, this isn't going to go the way that I would like it to in the long run, then it's not fair to them. But then it's also not fair to friends that I don't get to see because I have to pick and choose who I get to spend my time with, you know?
Could you give me an example of what it looks like when it's not going it's like you're like, "Okay, this isn't gonna go well."
Um, Probably when they've cheated on you, but they convince you it's your fault because you're not around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Love
okay.
that, right? We
"Hey, you
love
were out of
that.
town for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
What
love
was I
that.
supposed to do? This thing
Or
ain't gonna touch itself."
my favorite was the guy went back home to go visit his family, comes back and is like, "We're just a longtime friend." And you're like, "Yeah, I have longtime friends too. That doesn't
I'm not
mean."
showering with them.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that we have sleepovers. Like, what is this?
Do
Yeah.
boys admit that when they do that, or do they, or do you have to catch them?
Um, I think it's both. I think it really depends. I think you can pick up on cues that someone probably did something that they're not proud of or that they shouldn't have done, and then but also if you find it, it's been happening. I'm not really a snooper, you know?
I had
I'm
I
not I don't
had
wanna snoop.
I had a girl one time tell me, "Hey, you were out with your ex." I'm like, "No, I wasn't." She's like, "Yeah, you went camping with her." I'm like, "No, I didn't." And then she pulls up this picture. This is like
You're
when there
like,
weren't
"Yeah.
cell phones. There weren't even cell
Oh,
phones. I fucked
no."
my own shit up. I took a picture
Mm.
when I was there of with this other girl, and I developed it. You know, like, I had to take that shit to
Yeah,
Payless and develop it.
oh my god.
I'm like and
Um,
I'm looking at it, I'm like, "I don't know when that was." She's like, "I do. That was last
I
week."
sure do. It's tough. That's tough. That's okay. Photo evidence. Yeah, if you find the photo evidence, it's been happening for a while, and
Matt
you're
Burns,
probably in trouble.
scumbag. No, I was just young. I
He
was,
was young.
yeah. David Weed, no, no, Cave Dastro, I think this is about you, Bella, hot and crazy. I don't get any crazy from Bella. What are you talking about?
I feel like I'm not crazy. I think I'm
You don't
I
have
just
no
don't think
crazy
I'm
vibe.
crazy.
You have no
I don't
crazy
think
vibe.
I'm crazy. I think there's experiences that I've never had. I didn't play contact sports,
Mm.
and that's where I get I want to be, tackle, punch. I don't know how that feels.
Yeah,
I was a
yeah.
swimmer. I don't know how that feels. I think the weirdest thing that I saw within swimming community, someone jumped on someone's head getting into a pool and they got a concussion.
Oh,
So it's just that was contact. Um,
man, you should take a little jiu-jitsu. You get to roll
I would
around with
love that.
sweaty, hot buff Brazilian men.
Yeah, but I always see people who do that and they get like ringworm and things. And I'm just not about that.
Do you have germ concerns?
No, but when I was coaching once and this guy comes in and it's on his leg, it's on his arm,
Yeah.
and I knew he did Brazilian jiu-jitsu classes. And so I said, "Hey man, I think you should probably go not be here and go get that checked out and get some stuff for it." And he goes, "Oh, I don't really know what it is." And no way.
Did he have an accent?
No, it's just
Oh.
Texan.
Hey, you guys. So someone else said something in there too. There's no look at her eyes. They're very sober, sane eyes. You can't. Crazy is like start seeing the whites on the top of someone's eyes. Yeah, like that. Oh yeah, good. Okay, maybe she has a
Yeah,
little
like
crazy
that.
in her. She just showed us a little.
I just got big eyes, I guess. I don't know.
This travel thing too isn't probably too conducive to dating.
No, no way. It's just not fair. I get to go do really cool things and experience really cool things in amazing places. And if I can't bring them with me, and it's unlikely that anybody could really travel with me all the time, it's not fair that I get to go live this really cool life and then someone's here alone.
Oh fuck it, fuck fair.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
Black John Young. What dating app is she on? Asking for everyone here.
I'm on Raya.
Is that really a dating app?
I'm on Raya. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
there was another one. He had another question. I don't see it. No, you don't have to. No, I like the idea. Now that more and more I think about it, I like the idea
Yeah?
of you have a guy in San Diego. He's very busy. He's doing his own thing. He's got like a can recycling business or something.
Okay, I'm dating like beach riffraff. We met. He had a camper on the beach. It was sick.
Yeah, and you fly in and out, doing your thing, and and he just picks you up from the airport and brings you home, and takes you to the airport, and like he just kind of helps you out, and he's just like your peace at home.
Be nice. I like peace. Peace.
He
is
loves
good.
dogs. He loves 80-pound dogs.
He's got to love my dog, of course.
You ever had a dog get in the middle of a relationship where like the relationship's over and it's like, oh fuck, who's gonna take the dog?
No way. This is my dog.
Oh.
No way.
You ever lived with anyone of the opposite sex and that you were in a relationship with?
Not really, no. I've actually lived by myself since I was 18. And like I'm one of those people that I'm not opposed to, oh, if we're together all the time, we'll spend a couple days here, a couple days here. But
If I lived by myself for a year, no
Mhm.
one could ever live with me ever again.
It's actually not I probably would be a problem.
Yeah, like I would be turning into the biggest control freak ever. Like shit like the
Yeah.
toothpaste. You set the toothpaste in the wrong spot. What do you mean? It goes right
Hey,
there. It
that's
is right
not how
there.
we
No,
load
no.
the dishwasher.
Yes, all that shit.
Yeah.
Wow. No, if I lived by myself, I wouldn't even dirty dishes. I would only use one pot for everything. I would cook in it and eat out of it.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Is that how you do it?
It's wonderful. Yeah. I just get what I need and then I use it and then I put it away and it's great.
Damn, you need some shit mixed up. We gotta find someone to
Okay.
move in with you. Some
I
homeless
think
guy.
my life is so boring. It's not boring. It's just consistent and stable and it's great. But
Where were you born, Bella?
I was born in DC and my dad was military, so we traveled a ton.
Okay. And do you have siblings?
I do. I've got 2 younger brothers, an older sister, and then 2 stepsisters. So there's a bunch of us.
Big family. And did you play sports as a kid?
Yeah. as a swimmer my entire life.
Oh shit. Okay. Wow. And
Oh
now you're in
yeah.
San Diego. That's kind of cool.
I'm pumped. I got my first wetsuit yesterday. I'm gonna
Congrats.
go surfing this weekend. Thank you.
Who are you going with?
I don't know yet. Probably just people from the gym if I can find them.
And have you ever surfed before?
I've gone a couple times. I'm not very good, but I think if I'm living here, eventually I'll get good, right? Or I'm hoping so.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so stoked for you. Do you think San Diego's
Yeah,
home for you?
I hope so. I think when it comes to home, if it feels that way and it feels that I'm in the right place, I'm just gonna trust that. And then if it ever feels that I come here and it doesn't feel like home anymore, then I'm ready to go. Like Austin for me, I lived there for a while, but when I would go home from trips, it didn't feel like home anymore. I just kind of felt like I was going somewhere new. So
Are you in North
San
County?
Diego feels like home now.
Where are you in San Diego?
Point Loma.
So that's like down by the airport, right?
Yeah, I'm 10 minutes from the airport. It's perfect.
Do you ever hear? Do you ever go up to North County, like
I
Encinitas,
haven't yet.
St.
I have
Paul?
only been here since Christmas Eve, but I'm sure I will,
Oh yeah,
explore more once I get back from Waza.
I see where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Diego's got so many little micro communities. Like up there in Encinitas is dope.
Yeah. I mean, everything that I've heard is awesome. There's that. There's kind of like the PB community. There's down in IB. It's super military. It's awesome. It's all really fun.
What do you think about the people in terms of just the vibe, uh, for lack of a better word, the superficiality versus Austin? You see a little bit of difference?
Honestly, I would say it's a little bit less superficial here than
Mm.
Austin, which just
Oh,
sounds crazy.
yeah.
I think Austin became very much Nashville. And then at least for me right now, I've only been about like kind of around the people that are more similar to me. But I'm sure if I go drive up a little bit north, I'll find, the Californians that everyone talks about. But Austin was getting pretty bad.
Yeah, it's crazy. Matt Burns, right? The plastic people galore. It's kind of crazy. So if you go to plastic
Yeah.
people world, it's cool because there's no homeless people and there's no shit on the ground, and you can leave your wallet out on the table. If you don't go to plastic
Yep.
world, there's shit
You
on
got a
the ground.
taser.
And you need your taser. You're like, fuck. Can we go
Yeah.
somewhere where there's not
Yeah.
plastic people and not shit on the ground? Yeah, it's a man, it's a tough mix.
Yeah.
In our sport, what's is the CrossFit Games are the CrossFit Games the crown jewel of floor commentating? Is there a floor commentating like, okay, you've reached the pinnacle?
I've actually thought about that a lot. Um, I don't know because I think there's so many events that are so amazing. I would say Torium Pro is one of those events that is
Oh
just
yeah. Okay.
it's hands down next level. It is so cool.
Have you
And
done
so for
Torium?
that event, yes, twice. And
Main
I'll go back
event?
for
Main
third
event
time.
last day,
Mhm.
boys and girls?
Oh my gosh. This past year was so much fun because the floor was completely open. Tia wasn't competing. It was anybody's game. So it was so cool. And I think that is one of those events that if the CrossFit Games is that way, awesome. I don't know yet, but it's hard, I guess, to answer the question.
You
It's
haven't
really
done
hard
the
to say.
games? You haven't done the games?
Not yet. Not yet.
Does someone have that taken? Is there just like is that one person that's just had that and who's holding it?
Um, I don't know. I think with CrossFit, it's very much you've been around forever. You're here. We're just going to keep bringing you back. And so it's hard to break in,
Excuse me.
but I don't think it's, out of the realm of possibility. It's just hard to break in.
Well, yeah, it's a trip, right? There
Yeah.
are these people who are really good and they're just staples. Um, uh,
Mhm.
so you got somewhere like you got like the lone Sean Woodland, like
Oh, yeah.
just a staple. He's there. No one's like, hey, he sucks or he needs to go. Everyone loves him. It's
Yeah.
solid. It's quality. It just adds so much. But then there's all these other but then there's all these other people who want to be in that space too, and there is and there's politics and money and who's done what and who you know. I'm not blaming any of those things either. I'm not
Yeah.
against who you know. Like if someone's an asshole and they're good, fuck 'em.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
like I don't want to put
I
energy
think
into assholes.
it's tough. I think when there's so many people that want to do the same thing, something you see often is there's people that are the staples, the Sean Woodlands. I think there was actually one point I tweeted that I want Sean Woodland to narrate my life.
Mm,
He's
yeah.
like the Morgan Freeman voice to me,
Sure.
which I think it's so funny. But I think when it comes to, all the other positions that are not the ones that are, if this person's not there, it's a weird event and it's not the right vibe.
Yeah.
I think people are willing to do whatever it takes. They will lose friends. They might not even, put in the best quality work, but they'll figure out a way to get there. And it's really tough because I take it so seriously and I always want to put my best work there and say, I am proud of what I put out here today. And you know, I'm not going to undercut anybody. I'm not going to, try to do that. But you see that a lot. People will just, they don't care. They're going to go get theirs. And it's tough.
Meaning you people by any means necessary will try to get some of these jobs, and you're not willing to do any means necessary. You want to stay true to who you are, but you are going to let your work speak for itself.
Yeah, it's a bit of that. I want to be respected for the work that I put in. And I
Yeah.
don't want people, within the space to be like, she's here, really? If I'm not meant to be at an event, that's totally okay.
Right.
But I'm going to be, if I am meant to be there, I know people are going to respect that I'm there.
Right. You earned it.
Yeah.
How many floor commentators do they have at at something at Torian?
There's typically 2 or 3 on the main floor.
So you guys are worked ragged.
And then
it's hard.
yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Cave Astro, she wouldn't sleep her way to the top.
I just figured out who Cave Astro is as a human because he said that.
You really?
For sure.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I've never known.
Yeah.
I've always wondered who that is. When he posts videos on his account, are you just fucking with him, or you really did figure out who that is?
No, like I'm pretty sure I know who that is.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cave. Yeah, that's funny.
Wow.
That's really funny. And the answer is no. The answer is no.
Heidi Krum, unlike me, yeah, I would sleep my way to the top too, like in fucking 2 seconds.
Good for you, Heidi.
God, me too. I'm fucking fuck me to death and take me to the top, please.
That's funny.
Although,
I don't know. I think
go ahead.
It's tough. I think being a woman, you don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to get work because I'm a woman, and I'm very vocal about that.
I don't want to get work because I'm a woman. Right.
I don't want to get a job because I'm a woman. I want to get work because people see me and say she's good at what she does. And if there's a guy that does better than me, cool. I want him to have that job. I want him to get it. I don't want anything special because I'm a woman.
Right. I don't really. It's funny that you say that because we're in a society where it's just open, right? So our governor of this state said, hey, when a Senate seat opens, I'm appointing a woman. So he someone will be like, hey, there's a Supreme Court justice position open, I'm appointing a woman, or they'll even tell you what color the person is going to be or whatever.
Right.
And you're just like, how the fuck is that? You want to be chosen based on your merit.
Exactly.
And your expertise. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be fun either way. The thing is too, if you sleep your way to the top, I think, and you're not qualified, you're not staying up there.
No. And I mean, I don't know. You never know. Maybe
most of the guys in media are gay anyway. You probably couldn't sleep your way to the top in CrossFit. We're all a bunch of homos.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys aren't interested in us anyway.
Fuck no. Disgusting. Vagina. Gross.
Gross.
On the we're not done with this conversation. On the why, but Mike Halpin's very important, so I need to read his shit. On the way announcers can't pronounce names. Oh, that's my favorite part. It's because of the production behind them, not the announcer's job to find out how to say 300 names. Oh, interesting.
I disagree.
Okay.
I'll disagree with that. I do think, yes, production should find out how to pronounce the names, and when athletes are checking in, they should, say, "Hey, this is how I say my name," if it's something different, But I also think it's up to me to know how to say it. My favorite story, there's a couple coming out of Torian Pro. Their last name is Ta'amuina. That's
A what?
one
Say
name.
it again.
Ta'amuina. That is their last name.
Good
Right.
job saying that.
Right. And so I see this name as I'm preparing for names, and I am blown away.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, I have to say this right every single time. I have to say this right. And especially, people take pride in their names. And when people say it incorrectly, especially at a semifinal level, it's disrespectful. And so I said their name, a couple times. The wife, Rachel, was competing. And her husband ended up sending me a message later and said, hey, just wanted to let you know, thank you so much for saying our name right.
Wow.
Thank you. And that to me, that's awesome. But I every time I had to say it in my head 3 times before I was saying it out loud.
Yeah.
And then now I see them at events fairly often, and we're friends and they're great. But it's up to us too.
Tauli Fula Mulata. Say it again.
There you go. Which one is that's not the name that I was saying.
It
I was
kind
saying
of.
Ta'amuina.
Oh, wait. Say it. Okay, say it again.
Ta'amuina.
Just a little slower.
Ta'o mua.
Ta'o
Ta'o mua.
mua. Uh-huh.
Mua. Fa'o muina.
Fao mu.
It's crazy, right?
Ina. Ta'u mua
Ta'o mua. Fa'o muina.
fao muina. Jeez.
Yeah. It's crazy, but that's her last name. And if they're if they're at the games or they're at a semifinal, say it right.
Talmu fal muina. Not bad.
Yeah. It's good. It's pretty good.
Well, let me hear you do BKG's name.
I actually haven't had to announce for him yet. Bjorn Carl. Okay, hang on. Let me pull it up. Let me pull the name up.
Okay. So I'm so proud that I have that one. I just fucking slaughter names. I refuse to, whatever the fuck Jelly Hostie's name is, I refuse to say it.
Yeah.
Because I'm so happy with Jelly.
Yeah.
And I love him. No
Bjorgvin,
disrespect. I hope he wins the games,
Yeah.
but he's Jelly to me.
Bjorgvin Carl Gudmundsson would how I would say it.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bjorgvin Carl I like to really
Gudmundsson.
Gudmundsson.
Yeah, Gudmundsson.
You ever do the accents and stuff?
I try.
Yeah.
I sure do. I try my best.
Yeah. Look at Cave. Wow, Cave's trying to show off now. Jeez Louise.
Are you trying? That's cute. I like that.
Is that person courting you, you think? Is Cave Dastro courting you?
I think so.
You really do know who that is? This
I don't know.
Been on my show for 2 years. I don't know who the fuck it is. How the fuck did you know?
I either think I know who they are because they have an insight to a story that I've told them, or they're thinking of something completely different.
I don't think of you and I as having very many friends that intersect, which is weird because we are.
Think so?
I don't think so. But what's weird because we're in the CrossFit community. It's a small community, but I don't. For some reason, I just don't think my world crosses with your world.
Maybe it does, and now it's just going to keep crossing.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah.
Sevi did great with some of the Cajun names. She had to deal with our group at Masters Fitness Collective once. Oh, she did great.
Yeah. I love that. I love it when people, if it's not right, tell me, please. I want to say it correctly. It's not about me. It's about them. So
just come up to you on the floor and be like, hey,
hey, this is how I say my name. Especially for an event like MFC, where it's a lot harder because there's so many athletes, and it's not a lot of the I don't know, it's not a lot of the same names you always see. Kaike. I have the comments pulled up, but it's Wad Zombies asking how you say Kaike.
Oh yeah, Kaike Cerveni.
Yeah, Kaike. Great guy. Very nice. Yeah.
You think he's gonna make it again this year? Or do you think that Guy comes
I don't
back
know.
and just takes there's only one spot from down there, right?
I hope Guy comes back. I want to see Guy successful. I think he's a great guy. So
Burpee dude, Sevon does talk a lot of people sleeping their way to the top at CrossFit, so you might not know who Cave Astro is. Here's the thing.
Ooh,
Listen.
maybe not.
Listen. I'm just frustrated because I was part of the toxic culture and I never fucking banged anyone there, did anything inappropriate to anyone there. I never did like hip to hip hugging or never dirty notes or I like I had a 1 second rule with eye contact with people. Hi. Yeah, I'm not even like and I was part of the toxic culture and I know a handful of people there who sucked and fucked and which is cool. I think that's fun stuff to do, but I wasn't doing it. I don't know how I was part of the toxic culture. I wasn't even trying to do it. Maybe I should have been trying to do it. You ever get in trouble for something that you didn't do and then you're like, fuck, I should have just done it?
No, but I think it's fun to like hear rumors and you're like, I didn't do that, but okay, if I did.
You ever get caught cheating?
No.
No.
No. No.
No. Would you tell me if you did?
Yeah, I would tell you. I'd be like, I did this wrong.
I told you one story.
I know. Now I got to think of a good story. I don't know.
Okay, no. If you don't have a cheating story,
Okay, I don't know, but
I don't want you to make one up.
Yeah, I'll just go do it now. Yeah, I'll just go find someone.
just go cheat now. You think that you said you grew up with two brothers and your dad was in the military?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that makes you different than other girls?
Not really.
No.
My dad was medical in the Army, and so I don't think I grew up tougher than anyone. I think it's just I had two brothers, a sister. My dad was Army, moved around a lot. It's just who I am. But I'm very close with my dad. I would definitely say I'm a like father's daddy's girl for sure.
Were you tomboy?
A little bit, but I think when you live in Europe, you kind of adapt some of their fashion, and I think European fashion is a little bit more tomboy anyway. So we're wearing like sambas and soccer shorts and t-shirts, but that's what everybody was wearing. But then you move to the States and everyone's in Hollister and Abercrombie, so I made the switch and I was just wearing what everyone else was wearing.
You're more cultured than most Americans, probably.
I don't know. I think at this point I get to do so much, so I get to experience more cultures. But it's weird to compare and say I am more cultured because there's probably people that have never left the States that are probably more cultured than me anyway.
Really? I'm way
maybe.
more cultured than everyone I know.
Really? But that's cool though.
Yeah, way cool. It makes me so much cooler than other people. Yeah. Yeah. I'm way more cultured. You go barefoot a lot? You ever leave the house barefoot?
I don't know. I don't leave the house barefoot. I did go into a coffee shop barefoot in Australia, and it felt really weird. But nobody looked at me funny. So, yeah.
So that's maybe. Do you live in a building with floors? Like, are you up on?
I live 3-floor building. So it's just a 3-floor walk up. It's pretty small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corey Leonard, the thing Sevy loves most about himself is his humility. You're a San Diego girl now. I think you have to go. I think that would make you cultured. Part of if you went barefoot more. Do you have homeless people outside and needles and shit? Have you seen any needles?
I haven't seen needles. There is one homeless guy he stands on the corner every single day and he doesn't move. Like he's just on the corner. And I think he is so crazy that he doesn't actually know people are around him. But he was gone the other day and I got really nervous that he was gone because he hasn't left the corner.
Oh, like your motherly instinct.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
I got really nervous that he was gone.
Wow, you are a good person. Does your building have floors? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out why she doesn't go barefoot. Like, if it's just a 1-floor building, she got it. But for some reason, when I think that there's floors, you don't go barefoot. I'm not sure if it's a legitimate connection, but do you feel me on that? Like, if it's a 10-story building, I see why you put shoes on. You got to get in the elevator. You got to do shit. But if like me, I'll leave the house all the time without shoes. Why the fuck would I put shoes on?
I wear Birkenstocks.
That didn't make sense. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I want to like Birkenstocks so bad. I can't stand the fact how they move around on the bottom of my feet.
I don't like flip-flops.
Yeah, I don't like flip-flops.
So Birks are the way that I cross over. Yeah.
Strap in the back or no strap in the back?
No.
Yeah.
No, I got the fuzzy ones. It's great.
Wow. You have the other super trendy. You have Uggs?
No, I just have Birks.
Listen, if you're a guy out there and you want to date Bella,
oh no,
this is what you have to do. You have to buy her a pair of Uggs.
Why? Do I need Uggs?
If you want to be a cool California chick, and they're really nice, once you put on Uggs, you never want to take them off. I don't own any, but I bought my wife
Okay.
Uggs, and I think that was like, I think in the early years that, like Uggs.
That solidified your relationship.
I just think I think
you're
a
good
guy could get
forever.
to your heart if he wants to get to your heart.
Ah, okay.
Listen. Oh man, I'm listening.
I'm listening.
Do you
I feel like
really
he's
know
always
who this
listening.
is?
I don't know.
This guy's really all about you. This is really so. I did this thing where I told people that I have the greatest throwing arm in the world, and I just went outside and I took a ball and I made a video and I walked 60 feet away from a bucket, which is the distance from a mound in baseball. And with one throw, and I never throw, but I'm great at stuff.
Okay.
And I threw this baseball and I hit the bucket in one throw. This fucking asshole makes a video, but you can't see his face. He like wears a bag or something on his head, so he hides himself. He walks 60 feet away and in one throw throws it into the bucket. Do you know how hard it is to throw a baseball from 60 feet into a little fucking Home Depot bucket?
It sounds really impressive. So I am impressed.
Yeah. And then he did some crazy back squat where he back squatted like 300 pounds for 10 reps or something. But he's not like a fat guy. He's just like a normal, like 185-pound guy.
Jeez.
I feel like I'm trying to sell him to you.
We need Cave on the show. Would he go like a mask and then nobody knows? We change the voice. What do we do?
And he's very generous with his money. Like he gives a lot of money to the people in the podcast space. Oh, look at he's Sleeky. Cave looks potentially hot. Yeah.
It's the cornrows for sure.
I really like the idea of Cave. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Look at just pimping Cave Dasher out to Bella Martin. Some random dude with some fucked up weird name. Hey, people come on the show all the time, Bella, and they think that's Dave. They're like, oh, that was really sweet how Dave was in the show. And I don't correct them. I'm not like, that's not Dave. That's Cave.
That's not Dave.
Yeah, I don't tell him.
You're going to be going up to Dave. I'm like, that was so nice of you for watching the podcast that I was on.
Yes.
So many nice comments. And he's just going to look at them and think, you're crazy. Okay, sure. Wow.
Bernie Gannon.
Wow.
You forget one throw, no warm up, also high velocity. For me or for Cave? My throw was one throw, no warm up, but I think so was his. Cave Dastro, money is an illusion. Look, I just made $5 just jerking him off on the show. Dang. I slept my way to that as $5.
You slept your way to the top. Here you go.
Look at this.
People are hyping you up. I love this for you. What a way to end your week.
Yeah, have you on and then just pull up all the comments about me. Try to set you up with my. Oh, look at you! I bring smart, overachiever, pretty, really focused girls on the show, and then try to set them up with my listeners. Holy shit!
This is CrossFit.
Kenzie, I would have dated you in college, or at least like my wife would have brought you home. Sevi got a haircut. Looks nice. Very George Clooney. Thank you.
There you go. It is nice. Salt and pepper vibes. It's good.
When's the last time you got a haircut?
I'm actually getting a haircut today.
And how much will that cost?
Too much. So I'm going, I think it'll probably be
Don't
300.
Don't
to
stall.
Get everything done. Probably 300.
Okay. So
probably.
So how close have you ever gone to this lady before? Or this man?
No, because I just got here. Brand new.
And who told you to go there?
I found her on Instagram.
Okay. And what did you see that you liked about her?
I scrolled through all of her photos and she does blondes. And so in my mind, okay, she probably gets it. She's a girl that gets it. So I just assume, I'm hopeful that I don't look like crazy going to Wadapalooza next week. But worst case scenario, I just bright blonde hair. Best case scenario, I look good.
Okay, so your hair looks really good right now.
Thank you.
What is she going to do to it? She's just going to make it so it's more vibrant, the color, the blonde?
Yeah, just brighten it up a little bit because I think it looks better when all the lights are on it if you just have brighter hair a little bit.
And then will she make it shorter at all?
Maybe a little bit, but not much.
In that $300, that's a deduction. You get to keep that receipt.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No way.
What?
I don't think so. I don't think.
Yeah, who's your tax person? You're out of your mind. Our first fight, mine and Bella's first fight. Yeah, fuck
Our
yeah.
first sight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try it. Okay. I'll keep
Yeah.
it and I'll send it to them. It's like, this is
Listen,
for
you
work.
don't want to look beautiful. You're a slave to it because of the your job.
Yeah.
You'd rather just fucking shave your head bald and run out and sleep on the beach every night. But because of your job, you have to get this weird shit done to your hair because you present in front of
You're
people.
so right.
Look at
So
oh
I'm gonna
shit,
bring you with
Heidi.
me.
Heidi,
This
of
is
course,
great.
she has a terrible accountant.
Dang. Heidi, you want to come on? You can be my accountant. Can I get my
Haircut
nails done too?
haircuts will get you audited. Oh, see, here's the problem. Now, Halpin agrees with me. It's deductible, but you don't want to get audited. Isn't it God the game
I don't want
taxes?
to get
No.
Halpin, who's your tax guy? Can I get haircuts?
God.
Can I
It's
just
just
bring you both with me?
it's God. Do you read the Bible?
God. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back to
Yeah.
that in a minute. Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna go there. You haven't met her before. Is it a salon or her
Mm,
house?
It's a salon. I wouldn't go to someone's house. I don't think I'm that bold.
Okay. And oh look, Paulina. Do you know Paulina's reputable?
Thank you, Paulina.
Do you know who
You
that
guys don't
is?
for me. Can I? No, nails, hair. What can we do? What are we working with?
She has an accountant for you. But anyway, if she contacts you
Okay,
on the
cool,
side, I'll
cool, cool.
vouch for her. I won't vouch for any of these other
Okay,
people. I'll
cool.
vouch for Paulina. Okay, so you're gonna go there and
Okay.
you'll say what? Tell
Yeah.
me what you'll say to her.
Face framing highlights, tip out the ends, and tone it so it's warm but bright. And then she'll just do what she does.
And how long will that take?
Hopefully 90 minutes.
And do you pay her before or after?
I'll pay her after because I want to work out today. So I'm going to go do that and then I'll go work out.
Why not? You're not worried that the working out will like mess your hair up? Like make it so whatever she did to it won't let it sit in right? Like you'll sweat it out or some shit or
I hope not. I'm not getting crazy colors. If I was getting colors, I probably wouldn't. Like if I was going blue, which I've done before, I probably wouldn't work out afterwards.
blue. Don't do blue. I don't like
hmm
blue.
So you'll love. It was cute though. So when I was 12, I think, or maybe less than that, there was a movie about a mermaid called Aquamarine,
Uh-huh.
and I told my grandma that I really wanted to look like the mermaid from Aquamarine. So she took me to her old lady hair salon where all they do is just go all over color because that's what the women wanted because they're all 80 years old. And so I was only supposed to have these really pretty little blue streaks and I was 12. And then the lady washed it out and
When's
my
the last
entire
time you
head was
got
blue.
it?
And my what blue?
Yeah.
Oh, like that was the only one time. That
Oh,
was it.
okay,
I was
okay.
just
I'm
want to
going
look
through
like
your
the mermaid.
Instagram. I'm
Yeah,
like, I
no.
don't see blue. Okay.
Yeah, no. No.
When I see
And
blue, I
then
think you get hired because you're a girl. Sorry, I get
oh
triggered
gosh,
like
no.
that. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, no. I just wanted to I wanted to look like this cute mermaid.
Yeah. Okay.
And they washed it out too soon and my grandma was not happy about me leaving the house after that because I did not look presentable.
Do you have an agent?
No,
Look at
I don't.
Matt Souza. A tax advice is just another perk of the Sevon agency. We're taking
Oh, good.
applications if you need an agent.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys starting an agency? There's so many in our space right now.
Agents?
Yeah.
Do you like them?
Most of them, yeah.
Has anyone ever sent you a dick pic? One of the agents?
No.
Okay.
No. No, we're good.
All right. That's a little spicy. A little spicy. Easy, Sevy. Sevy's clearly run out of questions. What are you talking about? I was waiting till I have that one. Ask her about dick pics, and I'm asked it 2 minutes early. I'm ahead of schedule. What are you talking about? Supposed to ask that at 1:25 or 1:23. Okay, so you're gonna get the haircut, and how
Yeah.
much will the haircut be?
It'll just be included in everything. So I think everything will cost like 300.
Okay, so it's not like it's $250 and you give her a $50 tip.
No.
I went to
It'll
Supercut
be
yesterday.
They did great. They did super. Looks good.
I got there at 9.
Okay.
There was no one. No, I got there at 8:30. They open at 9. There was no one else there. The app doesn't start taking appointments until 9. So I have the app open, refreshing it, waiting for the lady to come. 9 o'clock comes around. The lady's not there. I make an appointment on the app, and the first appointment's at 10.
What'd you do?
Guy walks up to the door. I said, hey, what's up? He said, hey, you got an appointment? I'm like, yeah, you got an appointment? He goes, yeah. I'm like, what time? He goes, 9. I'm like, how'd you get that? He goes, I called yesterday. I'm like, they don't take call-in appointments. He goes, for me, they do. I go, what's your name? He goes, Luigi. He looked like a Luigi.
Oh, that's sick.
He
Okay.
has the monthly at Supercuts. You can pay a monthly fee, so you can get as many haircuts as you want. So you just pay $20 a month, $19.99, and you can go in there. You can get 200 haircuts. You can get a haircut every day if you want it.
That's awesome.
And he's a bald dude.
So does he get his head shaved every week?
I
Or what are
guess.
we doing?
So the door opens at like
Okay.
9:05, and we walk in, and she's like, "Come on and sit down, Luigi." I'm like, "Fuck." I say, she goes, "Do you have an appointment?" I go, "Yeah, for 10." She goes, "Okay, well, we people have already made appointments between now and 10, so come back in an hour." I'm like, "I can't. My buddy Greg Glassman's in town. I'm going to party with him. Need a haircut."
Yeah.
So then she says, "Okay, my next appointment's not till 9:20." So she finishes Luigi at 9:17. She goes,
Okay.
"Hurry up, sit in the seat." So I run and jump in the seat, and she cuts my hair. And I had this I looked crazy. I looked here. Let me show you let me show you real quick. I know this show's about you, but that show's about me. You're here to help me talk about me. Thank you.
I'm here for you. I like
Thank
this.
you.
This
You're a
is good.
giver. Let me show you this picture. This is what I look like. Can you see that?
That's long.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So she cuts it off. She goes, "You really want to cut it off?" I go, "Yeah." So she cuts it all off, and I get out of there, and it's $18.
How long did it take?
20 minutes. And the choices are 15% tip, 18, 20, and 22%.
Okay.
And then
What'd you do?
Custom.
Okay.
How much do you think I should have tipped her?
At least $5.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
what percentage that would be, but at least 5.
yeah. Remember, she took me before the guy. I was scheduled to go at 10. She
Right.
took me before the 9:20 guy. That guy got fucked because of me.
Sorry, bro. Well, if he wasn't there at 9:17, then he's kind of late. You should arrive early.
Yeah. Tip her the 18. Yeah. So here's the thing. I wanted to tip her 20, but I tipped her 15.
15% or $15?
$15.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
$18 haircut, pretty cheap.
$18 very cheap. And it looks
Made-
good.
Gave
So,
me cuts in
you didn't jack up.
in line.
Pretty nice.
I'm glad you said 5. So I gave her 3 times what you think I should have gave her. That's good. I'm a
That's
big tipper. I like to tip.
Good.
Probably
Do you
not
tip
for
if
the
you
right
go?
probably not for the right
If you
reasons.
get
I probably
coffee?
tip big because I want them to think I'm cool, not because I really like them. You know what I mean? I probably tip for the wrong reason.
Okay, that's fair. But it's still tipping. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Still going somewhere else.
You tipped her 75% of Dave Castro's membership amount. Look at it that way.
There you go.
Do you wish you did have a boyfriend?
Not really. Not right now.
No. You're not like,
Not right
you know,
now.
you weren't sitting there last night like watching TV and be like, fuck, I wish I had a boyfriend.
No way. Yesterday I worked out in the afternoon with my friends, went to lunch, went and bought a wetsuit, watched the sunset on the beach, and then I came home and then went to bed.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing it differently yesterday.
Yeah. So you're a good life and you're comfortable in your world, in your body and in who you are. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I have I would say I probably have the world's greatest friends. So I'm never really lonely. If I want to, if I want company, I've got great friends. So
Being single is the greatest.
yeah.
God, you sound healthy. You either sound healthy or crazy.
I think I'm healthy. My therapist would say I'm healthy, and I only see
Oh,
her
you have
once a month.
you have a therapist?
So just once a month, just checking in. Yeah.
What's that like? Tell me what that's like. Where are they?
She's just virtual, so it's awesome. It's fun. We'll have once a month, I'll just say, okay, should just debrief with someone that doesn't know everything about my life
Mm-hmm.
so that I can share things. And then if there's, I don't know, just talking to someone that doesn't have an emotional attachment to you is really healthy. because then they can tell you if you're doing something wrong or if you're doing something completely right and it sounds good. And I always, I actually haven't had a revelation in therapy yet. I enjoy just talking to people, and it's nice to have someone that is not it's not their job in life to say, "You're really great. You're doing so good." If I wasn't doing good, she would be the one to tell me. So,
It's a
feels
girl.
good. Mhm.
Does she dig?
If there's something to dig. But I think my life right now is very balanced, and so there's not a whole lot of digging to be done.
Would she ever say anything to you like, "Hey, do you wanna have kids someday?"
Probably, yeah.
She'd
If
ask
that
you
was
that.
a topic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder if she has a topic. I wonder if she prepares for you like you prepare for, like, going to Torian.
Ooh, probably. Maybe I don't know. I don't think she stalks my Instagram,
But I mean by that, I mean, that's good, but by that, I mean, like,
you know?
if you said something in one therapy session, I wonder if she takes a
Yeah.
note, and then she's like, "Okay, I'll I'm gonna let that
Ooh, maybe,
slide, but I'm gonna bring it up in the
maybe,
next one." You ever
maybe.
feel her feeling around doing her therapist shit?
Not really.
Oh.
She told me I won once. We, like, wrapped up the call, and she goes, "You just won today." And I don't really remember what we were talking about, but I think I texted my friends afterwards. It's like, "Guys, Helen said I won today. I don't know. I don't really think you're supposed to
Oh,
win therapy, but
Ellen's your
here we are."
therapist.
Her name's Helen,
Helen, okay, yeah,
not
yeah,
Ellen
I know
DeGeneres.
her. You know, when she said you won, what she meant is after every therapy session, she spins a wheel to see how much she's gonna charge you,
Oh,
and your arrow landed on free.
oh,
That's what she
oh, great. That's so good. You won. Congratulations. I'll see you next month. Yeah, no, it's great. Exactly. You're doing great, sweetie. That's Helen. Yeah, I might as well just start talking to you more.
do you have you ever met Andrew Hiller in person?
Mhm. Yeah.
Where?
At Zalos Games was the first time we met, and I would think it was his first time head judging, like, a competition too, so it's
Were
fun.
you the floor commentator at the Zelos games?
I
I
sure
think I
was.
did know that.
Yeah.
We worked together.
You I think you told someone that I did great, and I was like, "He said I did great, let's go."
Yeah, that's cool.
One of those things.
We
Yeah.
worked together, I
Yeah.
didn't know it. You think there's a cross? You think you'll ever switch to, instead of being there for the people in the stadium, you'll be there for the people at home?
I would like that very much.
What's that look like?
Um, I actually did sideline this year in Madrid and at Down Under, and it's so much fun. It's a lot more work, and it's a little bit more journalism style than anything. So, we picked athletes that we wanted to talk to, but then and having those questions prepared for them, not, "Oh, you're not competing, how does it feel?" But, "Hey, I know your family means a lot to you. How do you hope to inspire your kids?" And then they start crying. And that's cool. That's human experience. And then also watching people on the floor and then also knowing things about them already, bringing those into the conversation, not just, you did really fast. Again, that's awesome. Good for you. Fitness for time. Making it a lot more about them as people. So I'll enjoy that a lot. And hopefully I'll get to do that more.
Your back is massive. I can't believe you found a sports bra that fits you.
Me?
No, I'm just saying that's what I'd say
Oh,
to
I was like,
that's what
thank you.
I know, isn't that great? If you're a CrossFit
Thank
girl,
you.
you're like, "Oh my god, thank you." He said,
No,
"My back
but
is
it matters
massive."
though.
No, I'm
And
just
that's like
thinking
my
of that.
compliment.
I
Wow.
was just thinking that's why I wouldn't last in that job. That's what I'd say to someone. I'd be like, "Oh my
But
god."
it's fun though.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing. They kind of almost wanna talk about it. I was talking to a woman in Australia, and she goes, I we were talking about it, and she's a master's athlete, but she was competing on elite teams, and she goes, "Yeah, I've got biceps bigger than Chandler Smith," and she's flexing for me. And I ate that up. I loved that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
so funny and so good. So if I had said it to her, she probably would've been totally cool with it.
The bodies are
Yeah,
nuts. I was
they
preparing
did.
to, interview, Kyra Milligan. I
Yeah,
think that's who
I
that
love
is,
Kyra.
last night, and I had to
Okay.
postpone it, but what an absolute freak of nature her body, like, the people's bodies that in our cohort are just like, you could just stare at them forever. We need a CrossFit
Yeah.
zoo. That's probably not popular, but
Ooh,
where we just put
okay.
them in cages and we get to drive through the park and look at their bodies.
Isn't that kind of like the vendor village at the games when athletes have to do their, meet and greets with their sponsors? It's the same thing. You just do
The
the
thing is
drive-by looking at
yeah,
people.
yeah, that's true. After they work out, it's
Mhm.
crazy. It's absolutely nuts what happens to their bodies.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
just like Alex Gazan after like some sort of workout. You can't even believe it's the same Alex Gazan you saw at the beginning of the workout.
Just pumped up.
Do you have a favorite body? Do you have like someone you're like,
Favorite body.
I can't even believe your body.
Ooh. Um, I would say in terms of aesthetics,
Yeah.
Emily Lugman has probably the most beautiful body I've ever seen. She's
Emily
stunning.
Lou
Yeah.
spell her last name for
Loo.
Emily.
Yeah. And then Lugman. Loogman. I think she's absolutely stunning.
Is she a CrossFitter?
She's on Team Invictus. Her husband coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking A, I know who
She's
she is.
stunning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she hangs out with this other girl who's fucking so ridiculously hot too.
Jessie? Jessie's gorgeous as well. Or
Uh,
Laws. They're all beautiful. I mean, they're all
white girl who
gorgeous.
has a who has kids, I think. Who's the Lisa? I'm trying to find a picture of the two of them together. I used to feel like I always used to always see them together. Now I don't see her at all. Yeah, this girl looks like she's a movie star.
Right?
Yeah,
She's
this girl.
gorgeous.
Yeah, this girl is a movie star. I don't see
Yeah.
what is she? Is she half Asian or what is she?
Half Japanese.
Wait, is this her?
She's let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, that girl has a perfect.
Is that not mom goals? Like when
Yeah.
I have a child, she's my mom goals. That's what I want to be.
What's the other girl that she's always? Oh, look, and she got a hot dude too. That's her dude.
That's her husband.
Yeah, he's smoking.
Yeah.
Where's this girl that she's
They're
always
just like
with?
a gorgeous couple.
You don't know the blonde girl I'm talking about? She's at Invictus
Are you
too.
talking about Laws?
No, I think I would know.
LOZ?
I think I would know her name if I.
I mean, I would say they all have just
Oh, this girl.
stunning physiques. Yeah.
What's her name?
Laws.
Oh,
LOZ.
that's crazy. I didn't know her name. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, no, but between all of them, I think it's inspiring to, do fitness and know that you can actually look like that and people see that and that's awesome.
Look at Laws Stallwood, Cave Noser.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
For fuck's sake, Sevy. What? I'm just figuring it out. Don't get defensive because I'm not on the flow with your girlfriend. He's very defensive with you today. He's feeling very protective with you, Bella.
It's okay. Thank you. At least he contributed to your podcast.
I like what about the boys? I think Fikowski has pretty fucking ridiculous physique.
Because he's so tall.
Yeah, and he's just always he's all the muscles and corner stuff. I also like BKG's body. I like him like he could be in a James Bond movie.
They're very different though.
Yeah, very different. Very different.
Yeah.
I like Ricky Garard's body a lot. I think he's getting a little too big though. I like a more skinny, hungry Ricky Garard.
Have you seen Jake Douglas lately?
Oh my
Comparing
god.
to him at the games. Well, him at the games to him at Down Under. Crazy transformation.
Bigger or smaller?
Smaller, very lean. He looks great.
Something happened at the games, right? Like
he hurt his back. He hurt his back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Jason Hopper's body a lot too because it's the guy next door kind of look.
He looks like you'd go to a barbecue and you'd be like, yeah, that's my neighbor.
Yeah. Holy shit, he's built like Superman.
Yeah, but he's lost. I don't know if he's lost a lot of weight, but he's leaned down and he looks phenomenal. So I was excited for him to compete at Down Under to see how he performs as a leaner athlete versus on the heavier side. But he was injured, so he didn't get to compete. But we'll see him again soon.
Yeah, that was a lot of man to lug around that he had at the games.
It's hard. That's heavy.
This could be a show just critiquing bodies.
Oh, that'd be funny.
What's
We're not
crazy is
critiquing. We're highlighting.
what's crazy is they're all 10s. The worst fucking pile
Yeah.
of shit out there is a 10. So it's like, what are you gonna do? How
Yeah.
are you
They all
gonna
look great.
how are you gonna spice this up? Are you going to church in San Diego?
I haven't found one yet, but I'm sure once I get back from Miami, I'll just jump in with some friends and see how it sounds.
And is that going to be part of your routine in San Diego church?
I'd like it to be. Yeah. I'd like it to be.
But it might not fall into the hierarchy.
Well, it's tough. If I'm not here on Sundays, then I'm not here on Sundays. And
Do you
usually
want to?
competitions are on Sundays.
Do you think your dad wants you to do it?
Oh, my parents don't. They don't really care as much about religion, which is okay.
How did you find religion?
I was in college and I was thinking, there's got to be more to life than what's happening here. There's got to be a reason for it. There's got to be a purpose for it that is above what I understand. And so I stumbled into it. And it's funny, I think in Texas you get a lot of kind of woo woo. So there's a lot of phenomenal churches, and then there's a lot of really crazy ones. And I think the crazy ones sometimes people they think that's what it is. They think that's what Christianity and faith is. And you'll love this. I went to one, and I never actually went back to it. I walked in the doors. A woman I've never met in my entire life comes up to me and she goes, "You were in my dream last night." And in my mind, I'm thinking, "No shot, I wasn't. You don't know me. No, I wasn't." And she goes, "Yeah, you were in my dream last night. You were like a cheerleader, and God was on the sidelines, and he was cheering for you, and he was the only one cheering for you." And I never went back to that church.
Wow.
Cuckoo bananas.
Wow.
Crazy.
Oh, in this show we call it Crazy Town Banana Pants. Someone called me that one time.
Crazy Town Banana Pants. Yeah.
Wow.
I call it Banana Land crazy. It's that to me, I was like, I can't, this is not, this is not where I need to be. Absolutely not. But I think for every crazy thing like that
I
there's a
thought you were
banana
gonna
peel.
be like, oh shit, this chick fucking nailed it. That is what I do. I'm a cheerleader for CrossFit people, and that's what I do on the floor. And oh my god, no, not you weren't gonna
I
let
was
it
like,
stretch out.
I was like, dude, who are you? What? I was not in your dream last night. No.
You ever have any friends who are really
No.
into meth? You have any meth head friends?
I don't think I have any friends that have done meth. But I think the homie
You are so
downstairs.
cultured. I'm so much more cultured than you. Holy
Yeah, I don't think any of my friends have done meth. I think the guy downstairs might do some meth.
he
I
did.
could ask him
He
if
used to.
yeah.
He used to.
Yeah.
I had friends who were into meth and the Bible. It was wild.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were always on
How
meth
are they
and reading the
doing?
Bible.
How are they doing now?
Look at this. If you want to try some,
My uncle made meth.
you and
Oh,
hey, when that
yeah.
way you got into the church reminds me of it's more of a guy thing. I don't hear girls. I didn't know girls really did that. I know that sounds so
Really?
uncultured of me that they're like, yeah, I wonder what the meaning of life is. Yeah, that seems like some 22-year-old boy like my life's unraveling shit. Was your life unraveling a little bit? Like, were you frustrated?
No, not really.
No.
Not really. I don't know. I think it's a universal experience that everybody wonders if there's more to life. And some people will find that they have that own self-reflection, and then some people find that in groups. Some people will kind of collect that and they're like, "Oh, my friend's doing this. I'm gonna go do that with them." And then they'll jump in, and then they find something that they weren't necessarily looking for, but eventually they would have had that same revelation. 'Cause there's just gotta be more to life.
Do you for some reason, I think that the revelation you have with the group isn't valid. That's really harsh.
That's fair.
That's
No,
really
but
harsh.
I think it's not it might be harsh, but it's a fair statement.
Like the journey to the truth is a solo journey.
Yeah, your own truth. But couldn't someone encourage you to say, "Hey, go seek this out." And
Oh
even if
yeah,
you don't,
yeah,
if you're not ready for it, you could say, "Oh, I guess maybe I'll try."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For sure. And why do you go to church? Why would you
Why
like
do I
to
go to
go?
church?
To be around those kind of people
I
with
think
those
there's
values, or
yeah, and I think there's community in it. I think it's good community. And sometimes you go to churches, you like the message, and the community is not for you, and that's totally okay. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes you like the people, but the way the pastor preaches the message isn't for you. You kind of pick and choose and you explore. I think you can find a balance. If the community is really good and the message is typically good, you've probably found some good people and a good community to be around. But you know, you don't have to. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. And it's you do anything, and if it doesn't feel right, don't force it. Just go find something else.
why are you going to do it though? To stay close to the Word of God? Do you believe that there is God? Is that why?
Yeah, I believe in God. And but I also don't think I necessarily have to go to church to feel God's presence or to deepen that connection. I think you find that on your own time and, you know, doing things that make you feel closer to God. Sometimes it's going to church, sometimes it's sitting alone in silence and just thinking, or it's driving and you feel peace, you feel presence. Some people feel that through church, some people don't. Um, if I find a church here where I feel that way, that's awesome. If not, that's okay too. Because I'm not around a lot of Sundays, so I wouldn't really, you know, I can't really tie myself to it much.
Um, um, uh, Notice how she didn't go there for the community. I don't know. Maybe she did. I thought maybe she does go there for the community.
Do I go there for the community? I know the reference. I don't know. I think if someone says, "Oh, my community here is really, really great," and they're trying to really force you and bring you in, they might be in a cult. You never know. Like the girl that was trying to tell me that she saw me in a dream. Everybody says the people there were so nice, and she was very nice. Also kind of spooky.
Yeah. I wonder. Hey,
Yeah.
how often do you think she says that to someone? You think that's her go-to line
Oh,
once a month?
I don't know. I think there's people that think they're like prophets of God.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times you see them standing on the corner, but sometimes you see them in church. Who knows?
Andrew thinks he's a prophet of CrossFit.
Oh, is he the prodigal son?
I don't know, but he seems to be right about a lot of shit.
True. Maybe he just has an in that we don't know about.
Like he'll make a video and then a year later be like, "I told you guys, look at it," and then he shows you the old video. You're like, "Oh shit, you did say that."
You did say that. Either that or he can read trends really well. Or he's just really smart. Either way, I'll give him the credit for it.
All right. What would be the move to getting on live broadcast as opposed to in
Yes.
stadium?
It
And are you
is
sure you want to do
currently
that?
in the works.
Is the grass greener on the other side? Maybe the grass isn't
I don't
green.
think the grass is greener. I think the grass is green where you water it,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the grass is green both ways. I by no means would I say I don't want to floor announce. I love it. It's so much fun. But I also find a lot of joy in doing broadcast. And so finding opportunities where I can do broadcast, which is also tough because not a lot of events have the money to bring on a full broadcast team. But finding opportunities to do that, working with people that I've been able and been very fortunate with to work in the broadcast space so far, they've been very supportive of me saying, "Hey, I want to explore what it looks like to do sideline." All of them have said, "Okay, let's go. Let's get you in. Let's do this." And so I think, I'm of the mindset where if the doors are continuing to open, continue opening the doors and going through them. But if you get to a point where, hey, you're not getting any further and you keep facing the same challenge and hearing the same thing over and over again, you're probably trying to do the wrong thing. You're probably trying to open the wrong door.
Do you watch any other sports?
I love sports completely. I'm actually going to a hockey game tonight.
Oh, interesting. And so do you study that too? Like if you're like,
Mm, Not as much. Not as much.
do you watch any sports on TV?
I actually don't have a TV right now, but I'll watch football on TV. Funny enough, I'll watch swimming when it's on TV. I eat that up. I think it's so fun. I'll watch anything. I think sports are really enjoyable to watch.
UFC's got great commentators.
Oh yeah, and they're loud.
Yeah.
They're loud, they're aggressive, they're passionate, but they have to be.
Yeah.
You have to pick and choose your personality for whatever sport you're doing because it matters.
They tried to they have, and all their people are inbred in their own shit, right? So it's all like former fighters. all the commentators,
Yeah.
and they tried to switch to like ESPN commentators, and the crowd would not have it. Everyone's like, "Fuck you, they suck." I feel like CrossFit's the same way too. Like if you're not immersed
Yeah.
in this shit, like people sniff that shit out.
People sniff it out and they're like, "Why are you only here once a year? Do you actually really care about us? Do you do anything within the
Yeah,
community
yeah,
during the year?
yeah.
Do you actually like us, or are you just using us as a paycheck?" People sniff that out immediately.
Look at
Immediately.
look at Judy saying some smart shit. Grass is greener where you water it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I love that. Well, you skipped your way straight to the top by being on what's the name of Pedro's show? The game show?
Coffee Pods and Wads. It
No,
was I don't know what the name of the game show was.
the game show has a name.
Oh, the whiteboard. Around the whiteboard? Circle the whiteboard?
Yeah, around you like
Around the whiteboard?
yeah, you
Yeah.
went straight to the premier game show in the space.
I'm honored.
Did
Feels
you get any
good.
good did you get any good feedback from that?
Not necessarily feedback, but people watch it. And I think it's funny when I go on podcasts or I do things, I don't expect my friends to watch it, but then they'll tell me that they watched it or they're listening to me in the car. I'm like, I'm listening to you as I'm driving. And I think that's really fun. And it's their way of supporting me, even though I don't do what they do, or, they don't do what I do, they're still supporting me. So I think it's fun.
You go on small podcasts. I refuse to go on a podcast
Yeah.
why do you do that? I refuse to go on a podcast that's smaller than my podcast. Fuck you.
Why
don't
not? People want to have a chat. Let's have a chat.
Really?
You have really good conversation. Yeah, I think you have really good conversations when people say, "Hey, I just want to talk to you." I don't care if you have 5 followers or 5 million followers. Let's have a good conversation. I've been on some podcasts that were not great, that had I don't even actually know how many followers they had, but they kind of presented it like they had a lot of followers, and the conversation was very stale and it was tough. And I've been on podcasts that have had no followers, and the conversation's amazing.
I know who did that. Like, you know who Caved
Oh,
Astra
yeah?
is? I know who presented to you.
Probably.
Yeah, that they had a lot.
Probably.
That's always so. Isn't that weird? I make that superficial statement that I don't want to go on a podcast that doesn't have more listeners than mine or more followers than mine. But that being said, if someone opened with that, like, "Hey, I want you to come on my podcast, you get a lot of attention," I will be like, "Fuck you. I don't need you."
Yes.
God, I'm a very complex.
And it's a learning thing.
Yeah, I'm a complex human being.
It's okay. But I think it's time. If you're going to go on a podcast, it's 2 hours of your time. And if it's not going to be worth those 2 hours of your time where you could go do something else, especially for you could go have your own show and have someone on for 2 hours and benefit from it. It means a little bit more. For me, I've got the time. I'll talk to anybody.
I'm going on
Let's have a
Pedro's.
conversation. Let's chat.
I'm going on Pedro's podcast today in 3 hours, but only because I have the behind the scenes out now and I want to promote it.
But that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a great cross promotion.
I want to read something to you, and I want you to tell me if this is inappropriate.
Okay. Okay.
Bella needs to get. Bella, you need to get you on my podcast. For some reason, I that feels very inappropriate to me.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. In my mind,
yeah, it's very inappropriate.
but in my mind, if it's who I think it is,
yeah,
then okay. But now I don't know, and now I'm second guessing it because who knows who it is. But,
because that guy wouldn't say that the guy you thought it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the next podcast I'm on, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, is that Cave?" We'll find out. I don't know.
Yeah. What is the next podcast you have scheduled after this one?
I don't know. I'll probably do some things in Miami for Wadapalooza. Some, chats about the days and things like that. I enjoy those. So probably something out there. Nothing this weekend.
My buddy Taylor Self will be out there. He's a bald dude. We call him the Thumb, affectionately.
Should I introduce myself? Hi, I'm Bella. I've heard you're the Thumb.
Yes.
Or do I call him Taylor?
Yes.
Okay.
If you would say hi to him, that would make me so happy. Yeah.
I can do that. Yeah, I'll do that. That's easy.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on. You're
of course.
Yeah, you're quite the person. I sense overachiever and success just oozing off of you. So thanks for giving us time, man.
I'll come on anytime.
All right, cool.
Maybe we could go on Pedro's and we can battle it out on the whiteboard. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, I could try to end our friendship.
But that'd be okay because I knew what you're trying to do, you know?
All right. That's the only way I'd go on there.
Okay.
I would want to. And the reason why is because if he's going to take the time to do the show and invite me on there, I want to perform for him and give him the best possible. And I think that's what the audience would want. They would want to see me try to behead someone.
Yeah. Maybe we team up and we'll pick a third person that we are ready to go to
Behead
battle
them.
with. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I like it.
All right, girl. Thank you for coming on. Very nice to meet you. I look forward to running into you again.
I hope so. Yeah.
All right. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Bella Martin. Easy peasy. Don't let him near your luggage. Oh, shit. Cave walking it backwards. It was a joke, but only in the sense that I don't have a podcast. Oh. God, I have such a dirty mind. I have a mind that leads to procreation. I am. I'm doing a show today. It's weird. I'm really annoyed that I have to do a show, that I have to like hang out at noon. That's in 3 hours. I've never heard someone be Oh, is that what I should have asked her if she's gay? I've never seen someone beat around the bush so much just to say 3 words, "Are you gay?" I didn't get that vibe from her. But fuck, I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know what's going on. I don't know that kind of stuff. Oh, we felt the same way about the Khaleesi when Sevi interviewed her. Oh, why? Did someone... Oh, that she's gay? Does Sevi's haircut make his nose look bigger? Caved Astro, I don't want her to... Caved Astro, I don't want her to be gay. All right, I have to be. In 3 hours and 4 minutes. Unless I cancel. I feel like canceling. I definitely want to cancel. Oh, that's funny. Listen, I just got a text message from someone saying the UPS package has arrived at the warehouse and cannot be delivered. Copy the link in the Safari browser? Why the fuck would I do that? God, that doesn't... You want to see the link that it is? God, this looks so sketchy. God, this looks so sketchy. The UPS package has arrived at the warehouse and cannot be delivered due to incomplete. Confirm your address in the link within 24 hours. What do you mean confirm your address? It just took me to fucking UPS. Caller, hi.
Dude.
Hey. What's up?
Don't open. You crazy?
What? Open that? Open the... It says US...
No. The scam.
Enter your tracking number. You think so? Let me show... You think this is... So you think
Total
this...
scam, dude.
But it took me to ups.com.
Don't do it.
All right. Fine.
Don't do it.
What are the chances, though, that I applied a claim today and then got this today, too? It's pretty weird. I guess if they fish, you put out enough of them, it's bound to happen.
Yep. Your haircut is good, bro.
Oh, thank you.
It's awesome. Emily likes it.
Emily who?
Kaplan.
Oh. How do you know? You talked to her?
No, she posted a story. with your haircut with Greg.
Oh,
You look good.
Oh. Where are you? You at the gym in between classes?
Yep. No, I'm home in between classes. I'm having lunch. I finished up that little blurb for the L1.
Oh, you did? Did you send it to me?
I'm going to send it right now.
Oh, that's cool. I want because we've already started releasing them. I wonder if they can still edit it in. Either, yeah, fuck it. I'm sure they can. Hey, so
what is
Will
this?
and Rios are making like that. It looks like I still have a little bit of a man bun, but I don't. Rios and Will are just editing those in just in real time as I forward them.
Awesome.
I shaved my beard short too, so that I would like it would be like I really wanted it to be like a dramatic change. So I shaved my beard. I used the Philip 1 and shaved it pretty short.
It's dramatic, all right.
My wife
Mission
like,
accomplished.
yeah, good. Because my wife was like smiling at me last night. And I was like, oh, she hasn't smiled at me like that in a long time.
You weren't wrong when you said you were so giddy at the games. I was so happy for you. Like when you were interviewing Sager and holy cow, dude. Good for you.
Oh, you mean in the
It's like you
behind the
were home.
scenes you could tell I was giddy?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
good.
like-
Okay, good.
You could tell, like everyone giving you love, and oh man, I was like smiling while I was watching it. Not to sound lame, but
No, that
was-
doesn't
I'm
sound
so
lame. I
happy
like
for
it.
you.
I like smiling.
nah, that was great, man. You got to do it again. Everyone subscribe. Everyone do the full membership. Everyone get the money so we can go again next year.
Yeah. Oh, the subscriptions are great, by the way. People have been so generous. I'm killing it. You know what's crazy? I'm going to tell you something crazy. You ready? Don't tell anyone this.
All right.
Two things. I was supposed to do 300 air squats for time yesterday because Jeffrey Birchfield did it, and he got a great score. And I think he said he got 247 or 257 or something. So I was supposed to do it too, and I didn't do it. So I have to do that. But this is what I was gonna. This is what I mean. This is what's nuts. If CrossFit, let's say 6 months before the games last year, would have been like, hey, we want to hire you to do 242. Yeah. I'm gonna do it today, Jeffrey. I know I left you hanging yesterday. You know what's funny is I was talking to my bed and wife with my bed last night about that. So we were naked just laying there, and I'm like, oh fuck. And she goes, what? I'm like, I came in you. She goes, no, you didn't. And I go, no, I'm just joking. I forgot to do the workout with Jeff. So there you go. I worked you into my nighttime bit, Jeffrey. If CrossFit would have hired me 6 months before the games, right, and just been like, hey, we want you to do this thing where you film the behind the scenes, and we're going to put it behind a paywall. We're going to do memberships, and you can be in charge of the whole thing, and we're going to give you $500,000, right? I would have already fucking made them back that money, and they would have gotten all the community horsepower, and they would have started up a membership program. I mean, it would be nuts. Like, now I'm glad they didn't. And they probably didn't because there was no one there with the foresight. But what this behind the scenes is doing for this channel and all the people sort of in my ecosystem, and what it's done for me with the memberships, and what it's going to do for the traffic, and what it's doing for the traffic, and just the validity and relevancy it's giving me, it's nuts. And
Didn't you say
it's one final thing, and I say this with complete and utter fucking humility. No one else could do this besides me. Like, not everyone's replaceable. And so it's just crazy. Like, I'm thankful for the opportunity, but part of me feels guilty because it's like, if they would have had like a chief marketing officer or a media guy or just someone they could have, or just tucked in their ego, I could have. Yeah. But the window closed now. Now it's like, it's gotten weird.
Well, the thing is, like with the Buttery Bros and
I'm
like
thankful.
Richie,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, with those guys.
course.
Yeah.
with those guys, they'll do a pseudo behind the scenes,
Yeah.
but it'll be way too current. You kept it old school.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
They're
completely
just
different
fun
behind the
and
scenes.
polished. Mine's just a yearbook. That's what it is. It's a yearbook. But man, it's gonna last the test of time. And by the way, that's why I put all those L1 commercials, and that's why I'm doing the open, because I want to pay CrossFit back like heavily for the opportunity they've given me. I want them to know like I'm not taking it lightly. Grau could have pulled this off. Oh, right. You dickheads.
I want to ask you a question.
There's no way anyone else could have pulled it off. Hey, and not only couldn't they not pulled it off, only reason why I pulled it off is because I'm surrounded. I'm part of this group that's this amoeba where we all work together, and I couldn't have pulled, like, it's because I have a bigger media. I'm part of a bigger media team than what CrossFit has, and that's the only reason why I was able to pull it off. Okay, go ahead.
So, is this the official behind the scenes CrossFit Games 2023 videos? Are these the official ones through CrossFit? Like just sanctioned by CrossFit?
I don't know, but they should. It is weird that this will not live on their site. It will be the biggest historic piece made ever that's not on their site. So in that regard, it's kind of weird.
Only reason why I'm saying that is because at the end of the credits, if you go all the way through, it scrolls up the Sevon podcast. And I was wondering how that worked.
Say that again.
At the end of the credits,
yeah,
you list everyone, and then it rolls up and it says the Sevon podcast.
Yeah.
So I was wondering.
No, it's not official. They're not like, hey, Sevi, you can use the word and make it the official Sevon. No, but anyone who thinks it's not is out of their fucking mind.
Right.
I mean, there's no convincing me. If I see a fucking giraffe, no one can be like, hey, that's a bear. I know it's a giraffe. Like, sorry. We all know what it is.
Well, Dave said if you want to see it.
And that's because of CrossFit. I'm not taking credit for that. It's because the access CrossFit gave me. And what I'm capable of. It's 49% me, 51% them.
When do you start rolling the gears for next year?
All right, I'm so excited already. I have something so interesting. I have something planned. I haven't even told them yet for Wadapalooza that I'm so fucking excited about, that involves Colton Merton and the individual, and Ricky Mack, Jason Hopper, and the great future champion of CrossFit, Dallin Pepper, that I'm so excited about. We're doing something that I don't think's ever been done before. And so I'm super excited about that. And then that'll kind of be a test run. And then I'm even more excited because fucking Dylan, the guy who fucking runs Wadapalooza, is going to be running the semifinals in LA. And then we'll go out there and we'll do behind the scenes there, and then start ramping up for the games. And then I got to jump through all the hoops again, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, like who knows? I have such a big mouth. Maybe they've already decided that they're not going to ever let me come back to the games again. I don't know. Or maybe they're gonna say, maybe they're gonna tell me they're gonna play like, hey, we saw how successful you are. We're gonna have someone else do it. You're out, which would be fine too. I'm actually okay with whatever. Either way, it's gonna be exciting for me.
Well, it's either you have all access or not, so it can't be anything in between.
Yeah, and dude, CrossFit gave me crazy access last year. But what I'm saying is they may see this. Like if I work at CrossFit and I don't know better, I would be like, holy shit, he's absolutely fucking murdering it. Let's just bring someone. Let's just do this ourselves. And they're gonna hire someone and think that they're gonna do it. But it's not gonna happen. But they're not gonna be able to. I'm gonna tell you one more fucking crazy thing that's really true. That is so much fucking work doing that and being there. And I didn't see, I'm not saying there weren't, but I didn't see one person working as hard as me. I'd give fucking Heber Cannon a second place. Maybe he did work harder than me. But then other than that, there's no one even who made it to the 50-yard line. And what does that mean? That means I'm just always I'm from the second I touch ground there to the second I leave, I'm fucking either going out of my way. I'm pushing myself to try to talk to someone and film someone until I die. And that's what you have to do. And there's no one even doing 25% of that. The only person I ever saw like really hustling was Heber Cannon. That motherfucker goes. So.
You know what's great? That story you did with the age group grandma. That was so cool that you got them in there, because it's a different side. It's not just an elite athlete.
Oh, with the behind the scenes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was so awesome.
Okay, good. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, there'll be a lot of fun stuff like that. Wait till you see this teen athlete that I interviewed, Tyler something or another. This kid's fucking savage.
And it's good that you have Bobby doing all this stuff because when he becomes a brick shit house of athleticism, you're gonna be like, hopefully CrossFit's gonna follow him.
I don't know.
That video that you did. Come on.
Bernie Gannon, ESPN pays to broadcast the games. I don't think that's true, by the way. Now you're a profitable commercial enterprise. What's to prevent CF from charging you to do coverage? Nothing. I won't do it if they charge me, though. I'm not doing that. Sebi, but you made $10 million and they're only charging you $100,000. Doesn't matter. I'm not doing that. I'm not having that relationship. I'm going there to work my ass off and fucking love on everyone there and come home and play it on the air. And my relationship with CrossFit right now is perfect as far as I'm concerned. It's amazing. I'm jerking them off as hard as I fucking can. Did I tell you I'm doing the Open this year?
I saw the little clip.
All right.
Everyone's got to get in it.
Oh, look, Cave Dastro says it's the
Andy.
other way. ESPN gets paid to broadcast games. Hey, how are things at the gym? Any broken bones yet?
Not yet.
All right.
We don't plan on breaking any bones, but it's amazing. I just posted a story on this one girl, Victoria, never worked out before. She's been all in all month that we've been open, and she got her first double under.
Wow.
She was like,
wow.
The people that are new are doing things that they never thought that they would be able to do. And I'm watching them like a fucking hawk. And I'm making sure that I'm following up with them, especially with my older members as well. Because I have other members that I've had for a couple of years now. And it's just amazing what CrossFit does. And I did the level 1 blurb for you today, and it's 100% true. Even if you don't want to open an affiliate, take the level 1. You'd be so much better for it. I want 200 people in my gym from my area, and it just makes it a better community.
You're having a fulfillment. You're having crazy fulfillment.
It's a lot of work, but I am having crazy fulfillment, and everyone's super happy for me.
I know you're just in your fledgling stage, but keep Matt Schindeldecker in your mind, dude. Because you could actually, because you're a cop, you could probably get that shit moving faster than most people.
So Matt and Debbie and I have talked.
Oh shit, I love it. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Sebi. He's 2 steps ahead of you.
No, it's we've talked a few times already, and just the planning stage of expanding horizons is coming down the turnpike. They have their training course in March. I just have to shore it up with my police commissioner, and we're gonna get that going for the kids.
Cha-ching. I mean, that's very thoughtful of you.
Mm-hmm. Well, it might be a little bit of we'll talk on the side about it, but it's something that's really, really exciting. And, me being in the position that I'm in the police department, it's stuff that I'm already doing.
Yeah.
It's just it's just a merging of both CrossFit and the department that I work in. And I just got to get, my department on board and, have a little conference call with Debbie and the commissioner. And I think it'll be very successful.
I'm pumped for you. I have a podcast with Pedro. Sorry, go ahead.
No, thanks for everything. I mean, you guys have been the best. All the live chat, the side chat, and everyone at the games. It was phenomenal. And thank you.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
All right. Bye.
CrossFit affiliate owner. Look at just calls in. Shoot the shit. CrossFit Chieftain, Long Island. Jethro. So at 12 noon, I will be headed over to Coffee, Pods, and Wads, 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. That's in 2 hours and 47 minutes. And then this evening, we are doing the CrossFit Games update show. Holy shit, what a big day. Love you guys. Bella Martin, thank you. Chief Nation.